We play a tabletop role-playing game show on the internet where you, the audience, gets to decide our fates. Hey, welcome.
Hi.
Hey.
Missed ya.
This is our 6th campaign.
Hey.
A called Cthulhu adventure called Horror on the Orient Express. Yeah, if you're here for the first time. So this is a special show.
Smashes.
It's very special because you get to be involved. You get to change the fates of our players here at the table. You get to change the fates of their characters. Maybe you're going to kill them. Maybe you're going to save them. Or maybe you're going to impact their lives right now as we go to our test crossroads.
Already?
That's kind of our new thing is just going diving right in.
Yeah.
Diving right in. And the crossroads is who must post a selfie, quote-unquote, player highlight bio on our Instagram and gets to recap the episode. So the idea here, in my mind, is that you have to post a selfie of yourself on our Instagram and have a little, like, Jordan Plutzer, name, height, and different questions, and the questions can be from the chat right now.
Oh, okay.
And just be a little spotlight,
What
a little,
stats
like,
do you
marketing
want?
campaign.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's me or Jack, but I'm going to practice.
What I will say is my phone is being used to record.
Well, don't worry, mine's right here, love.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Before you use
Can
that.
type
You know
in
your
the
user
chat,
and pass?
Exclamation point vote Jack or exclamation point vote Jordan.
It's a PDKU.
Okay, well, perfect.
I know, I had the same thought. And I was like, wait, same account.
We all have the same account, right?
Oh, meanwhile, while they're voting, should I do some announcements?
Yeah, go to the announcements.
Some announcements. Well,
Some
the first
announcements.
one
Some
has got
announcements.
to be that our incredible DM and our unbelievable player, Eric Wiegand and Isabel Mask, just got engaged! I mean, Show the ring. I know, we've had a very
For real, it's
love-filled week.
Yeah.
We have
big
been
heart.
loving that. So send them your congratulations.
Continue.
Their congratulations.
So send me.
Send them what you're proud of.
Congratulations.
Next, tomorrow, Yoel, you won, if you're there, you won the Mini of the Month. We are sending you your own Tanya the Tomato.
She was doing here.
Perfect. I know, I was like, oh.
And I'm sending that out tomorrow to you, Yoel. And on the 17th, our own Macy Atkinson is going to be doing a one-shot. Macy, would you like to talk about it?
Yes, we are going to be doing Hot Ones trademark. We think we can call it that, maybe not.
Our trade.
Let us know if we can't.
Do we have
Hot
any
Ones
trademark
D&D. We'll post about it in the next couple days because I'm bad at doing a summary off the top of my head, but they're going to be a little band of adventurers. We're exploring a fire genasi community, and they're going to have to eat a lot of hot wings while they do it. And I can't wait to torture them.
This side of the table is not.
I know, especially right now.
It's
it's
about
so
from that side of the
Also,
table.
I don't know if this is too much, but like speaking of Tanya the Tomato,
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yes, Cass will be joining.
us on Sunday.
Cass is so excited for
I
this
know,
year.
I can't wait.
And last but not
Love
least,
that tomato.
That's
Me
4 p.m.
too.
EST on Sunday.
4 p.m. EST Sunday. Last but not least, Act 2 of the module, the Eberron module. We are meeting about it on Saturday and Sunday, me and Dentinger. So it should be coming out on Sunday for all you Patreon supporters. For you guys to playtest and whatnot. I know somebody was going to playtest it potentially. So that's exciting.
Uh-oh.
Work.
What?
The cameras go!
Oh, no.
Let's change it to
Well,
this one, I think.
I'll announce that Jordan is the winner. Thank you to the killers. We're gonna get a little player spotlight on Jordan Plutzer. And so, if you're in the chat tonight, go ahead and throw any questions that you want Jordan to answer in this little.
Should I already I'm just going to take my selfie.
Yeah, take that selfie. And you also get, as part of your prize, you get a fresh, brand new bag of Australian licorice.
What? Grabbies?
I look sweaty.
The cheese tax.
I'll take it when I get my sweater on.
I bet you'll get one. Yeah, I bet Jordan will share.
While we're working on the camera, I'll talk
love
to
these
the
guys.
patrons out there and just say thank you for being a patron. We have a
True.
Patreon that is enormously supportive and helpul for everything we do here, keeping the lights on, helping us with our cameras and tech and all of that.
It's good.
And we appreciate it so much. And hey, we have a Discord as well, which everyone should join. Pop in the Discord and be a part of the conversation. Jordan's questions of the day are amazing and so fun. And there's all sorts of different channels, different things. But one of the channels is if you are a patron on our Patreon, then you are afforded access to a very special patron channel
God.
where
I
right
forget
now
every week.
you are a part of an adventure of your own, where the patrons are controlling the dreaming selves of these folks here. And we're having a sort of choose your own adventure there. And we have a couple of things, I think, that we're going to to resolve right now.
Internal temp high, allow it to cool.
Hot
Actually,
ones.
just
Unplug her. Oh yeah, you don't need that battery if that's plugged in.
It's not even
just
that
take out the whole
hot.
battery.
It'll just power. I thought it would just power it. Maybe I'm wrong.
These are the beers that
All right.
Okay, 1 second.
I'm gonna do a roll for the patrons out there because we're gonna try to be
It'll still work.
Chaos.
absolute chaos.
Chaos.
Hey patrons, listen to me
Our
close.
faces.
I'm gonna roll
oh
the
my God,
dice.
our faces.
Oh.
I'm not joking. That's an 83. We were aiming for a 75, and that's an 83. Good to know. Good to know.
It's just us right now. Isabel.
Oh.
Just us and Eric.
In addition to that, we had a tied vote in our patron channel. And so I'm going to roll a d6, and if it's 1 through 3, then we're going with choice A, and if it's 4 through 6, we're going with choice C. Everyone following this?
Yes.
Yeah, we're
Glad you have this.
We're with you. We're with you.
Thanks for being patient, everybody.
That's a 5, so we're going with choice C.
I know.
Good to know.
It like
Good
gets the
to know.
saliva working too.
Discombobulated.
Good to know.
Candy.
You
How
want
we
to turn it back
doing?
on and see what happens?
Any questions for Jordan?
Yeah, any questions
And,
out
ask me
there?
any
Batteries
questions.
in.
Don't be afraid to go personal.
Yeah, I'll answer anything.
Get really personal.
Okay.
Is there
Should
a
we
world
go
where
to-
that could be charged? Those could be charged. The one over
They
there.
don't care about you right now.
Probably not.
I know they don't.
Dude, I can't believe I'm looking at the chat now with Laura Parrish saying, "For fuck's sake, these rolls," and Mackenzie saying we're cursed.
I don't think.
It might be true. These have been the worst rolls.
I think the camera's-
We went with the stats. We're going with everyone's
Hi. I
highest,
texted him.
like
Which side
the
of the
highest
beard
of
is
each of you.
Which side of my
And-
beard?
Okay, I'm going to technical difficulty.
Ooh, good question.
We're going technical difficulty.
Okay, maybe not. Sorry about this, everyone. Off to a fun start.
Camera overheated.
Camera overheated for a first time.
At least Jack and I look adorbies.
Yeah.
Could we possibly replace this with your camera?
Yeah, we can try.
Oh, now I'm seeing.
Yeah.
No, it's really special.
Just save
Oh,
a few
we're
minutes.
panicking.
Yeah. I'm gonna need
wanna
like
pick?
several minutes though, so maybe we technical difficulties.
Okay, yeah.
Hold on, let me get a
Interesting
screenshot.
for everyone just to-
Okay.
You had your morning, it was several minutes.
It's gonna be several minutes.
So we're all
Oh wait, this is turning back on.
I think I'm gonna get it anyway.
Yeah, get it. Just get it.
Do we have any UK girlies now that there's a 4-hour difference and a 5-hour difference? Laura Parrish.
I'm
of
seeing
course.
Laura Parrish in the chat.
Laura, Queen.
And Mackenzie got the screenshot. Good. Great. Good.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Everybody, speaking of Laura, go to our Discord. They talked a lot about their job.
Yeah,
and it
it's
was
so
so fascinating
cool.
to put down
cool.
videos. They were
Ooh.
awesome.
So,
I
saw the very beginning of that
nature
conversation.
restoration.
They're making a
Oh.
reservoir. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's
Please
cool as heck.
go check that out.
Yeah,
it's
there's some very cool
as
videos
hell.
about it.
Hey, let me see. Is it pulling up on there now?
Let's see.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding,
Where would I see
ding.
it? Like in Streamlabs?
Yeah, in
No, it's
Streamlabs.
still frozen.
No.
Here, let me come over there. I'm gonna crawl underneath the table.
Oh my god.
How do we get a camera on the dice game right now?
This is the kind of BTS content.
Yeah, this
Could you-
is true BTS.
I was like about to be like, you should just tilt that down.
Could
No,
I?
I don't
Would it
know if
work?
you show
Can we imagine? Can we dream?
Y'all are
Just
cleaning
gonna
out hard
ruin this for
staying
Jack.
with us here.
Just gonna ruin this for Jack here. Perfect.
Oh my god, a look behind the scenes!
Hey, it's a look behind the screen, and I've got 4 pieces of licorice that I stole from Jordan's bag.
What else do you
Speaking
have
of-
back there?
I've got the module
I'll be
here
honest.
printed out. I've
Sometimes
got
it's
some
just-
stat
Oh,
blocks that you don't need to worry
Sometimes they're
about.
just like a little bit softer.
got-
Y'all see this?
A little what?
A little bit
Y'all
softer.
see this?
And it's a bit
Okay.
slang.
Oh.
Do y'all? Oh!
Oh!
Do y'all?
This is like a Soderbergh movie.
See
Yeah,
this?
this is. We've got a full Soderbergh.
Oh.
We have gone full Soderbergh. I'm doing the dice game. Here we
There's
go.
more people watching now than when we started.
Y'all see
That's a
this?
4.
Do y'all
Y'all
see
see
this?
That's
Okay.
a 5. Back to the beginning.
I'm so red. I look like Tanya the tomato.
Okay. Oh,
We also have a
you
red
guys,
right next to your
dare I say?
I'll say that doesn't help. I'll just say that. I'll
We're
say that
back?
doesn't help.
Alright, say boots.
I say boots.
All right.
All right,
Let's
I
go.
have this up and
The M
ready.
screen is pretty cool.
Just in
Just in case. Okay. Crawling back underneath the table. Thank you guys for being such legends. You know, sometimes your camera overheats. Bye,
No, it
queens.
doesn't.
We've never had that
No, it
happen
doesn't.
before.
Got a little
That didn't
sneak
happen.
peek
That didn't happen.
prop here.
What was that, you
Got
guys?
my laptop
I'm scared.
ready to go.
I
I don't know what was that,
And I
but
did-
I'm really
Okay.
scared.
I'm really scared, but I didn't do that.
Wow.
Oh, thanks, Hannah.
What's Hannah say?
Wow.
Hannah said, still managing the store, but checking in to say I'm here in spirit.
Oh, yes, I was just about to say. I didn't think Hannah could make
We
it. until later.
appreciate it very much.
Oh wait, back to you.
No, this is going to be the view for
Oh,
tonight.
oh.
This is
It's
going
more
to
of
be
a podcast situation.
Yeah.
Oh.
Carl, you just
When he gets to the camera frame.
Bye. Goodbye, BTS.
very perfect. Let's do it. We did it.
Yay!
Always felt like-
Okay.
Thanks for your
Alright.
patience.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
awesome. Everyone, and by everyone I mean you guys, really put the work into fixing that.
Everybody worked
Thanks.
really hard just then.
You're putting on lip gloss.
No, same. I was over here just checking out the chat, drinking beer.
Oh my god.
We were on island time on
Discord already popping off with Mackenzie putting in a meme.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good.
Ian.
All right. Well.
All right,
I think
here we
let's
go.
get into it, right?
Maybe we should play
Let's
D&D now.
do it.
Yeah.
Well, no.
I call it
Cthulhu
Cthulhu.
Oh, so the killers voted for you, so you're doing a player highlight, spotlight. and
Which
Yes.
side of the beer? did
Also,
you
you're going to be
pick?
doing the
I saw
recap
that
when we
on
come
That was a
back.
question.
And with that,
Any other questions for Jordan? Throw them in.
I think we're ready to dive in to tonight's episode of Please Don't Kill Us. Lady Vera,
Yes.
if you would.
Yes. To the venerable and ever so engrossing Lady Margaret of Jagenfox.
Is that who your letter was to before?
Yes. Which I read off
Just
camera.
truly harassing this woman.
Well, get ready.
It's been almost a fortnight since I saw you last. They say distance makes the heart grow fonder. But I believe in this case, my darling, my heart has grown indifferent.
Oh.
In fact, my heart for you has shriveled like the sagging raisin-textured skin that hangs like stalagmites from your chin. So, why do I reach out? I assume you would enjoy the entertainment, unless your calendar is too busy betwixt twiddling your thumbs and sucking on them. I find myself on a second sequential day in Venice, Italy. Our days here have been ominous but uneventful until this very night. We have heard a great rumbling, and no, not the rumbling of an anchovy-laced belch your husband typically bellows after luncheon. A rumbling of some sinister news that has spread about town. We heard a lady screaming for help in the middle of the night. Normally when we hear a woman screaming for help in our neighborhood, they're normally terrified about what odious camisole you've decided to cover your shoulders with. But this time, it was serious. Our group decided not to pursue the woman since our party has been mortally wounded. But the next day, news hit our ears that a man was impaled by a tall spike. Sorry to say impaled on a tall spike, since I'm assuming from rumor that Lord Jaggingfox Low Basin is true and would prove hard to do the job of impaling. What was especially concerning about this case...
That one got away from us.
I'm sorry, I was
She
like,
said he can't smash.
sorry, this is long. What was
No, it's
I love
perfect.
I can't wait for
It's
Mackenzie to
perfect.
do this again. Like, write this down.
What was especially concerning about this case in particular was that the man was found drained of his blood. It got the Venetians and my party worried, for blood-sucking vampires in betweens are mixed. Though with your persistent garlic breath, I'm assuming you would be spared.
That was a good one.
We also provided support for our friend June, who I'm sure I have written you about. You know, the lesbian with the bad fashion.
Point blank.
She met a friend. Not a read. Not a read at all. Not a read, just a fact. She met a friend from her past at a bridge at midnight after news reached her that she would be betrothed in Venice in the weeks to come. Not to get you hot and bothered, but they did kiss. But to be fair, it would take a gallon of water and a devoted prayer to revive your dry flower.
Jesus.
Sorry, so long. Apparently, June recalled a strange scene from her last experience with said woman. They were in Boston, covered in mud, I suppose, since they both look like the type to be perpetually covered in mud, where they had joined to a speakeasy one evening. As the story goes, a man seemingly bloodied her friend Susanna's hand, but on further inspection, it left no mark. Yet, the event did a number on Susanna. June was reprimanded by Susanna's father, a stern and successful man. But don't tell the Duke, the man seems quite respectable. Yet he told June to leave Boston and leave Susanna's life at once. The meeting of theirs was quite intense, a little tryst. I hate to see two sad homosexuals. After the encounter with the lesbians, we followed a clue to San Marco Basilica. And no, my lady, that's not an Italian pastry with basil, but a cathedral where we found an alcove with a loose stone that once was said to hold the artifact that we've been searching for. Yet, when we unearthed the stone, no artifact. Just a letter with the incoherent ramblings of a man possessed. As I'm traveling with a group of homosexuals, you know well from your time handing out towels at the bathhouse you called your home. Homosexuals have a hard time keeping their big gay mouths shut and their big lesbian boots from stomping. So a priest ended up finding us and asking us to leave. But then, quelle surprise! We saw a woman praying to a lady, the Virgin Mary, when the trickling of blood started coming from the saint's eyes. How horrifying. That's all to update on, my dear, but remember, I know you will be thinking of me as I travel around Europe, and I assure you I will not be thinking of you. Yours truly, the Lady Vera, Duchess of Cox.
Wow. Yeah.
Jumping in their big
Wow.
Shit.
Gay icon or homophobe?
No, she loves gays, but she's gonna call you guys homosexual.
Sometimes they tread the line.
Yeah, she tries to let out a little
Of course.
bit.
The Nicki Minaj
did you say?
generation. Yeah.
They can't keep their gay mouths
Big
shut.
gay mouths
or
shut.
their
Their
big
heavy
lesbian
lesbian
boobs
boobs
from
from stomping. Don't worry, it's
Wow.
written down.
And on that exact note,
I'm an ally, I swear.
Perfect. Just an
Just an ally.
shit.
I will not say any further.
Yes, ally.
All right. Fog is hanging over Venice. As Lady Vera stated, you've just departed the San Marco Basilica into the streets here at the piazza. Fog hanging over the city now in the darkness of the witching hour. It's well past midnight at this point. And blood drips from stony eyes on the small shrine to the Virgin Mary that you see just along the street here. A Venetian woman kneeling before it, half crying and half laughing as you look at this statue staring out into the city. I'm gonna need everyone to make a sanity roll.
Oh, starting off strong.
Oh wait.
Ooh. Yeah, what's the deal with sanity? Is it sanity or luck that at the end of the session we do the level up
Luck,
thing?
you level
Okay.
up.
And that's if you roll above your current luck, or
Then yeah,
Yes.
then you do the extra die. or whatever.
then you do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But right now it's a sanity roll.
Succeed.
Succeed.
Failed.
Succeed.
June, looking at this, you're already shaken up from this very night, just an hour or so ago, meeting with Susanna on the Rialto Bridge, having this flashback, this strange image of blood from her hands, the blood that touched you and left a mark. As you look and you see blood now streaming down the face of the Virgin Mary, you let out a scream before you even know what's happening. As Clayton, you feel June clutch your arm beside you, and you lose 3 sanity points.
Oh, God.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna stabilize her, and then could I just look at this woman that's like laughing and sort of? Can I make an occult roll to see like? I don't know if her pattern fits any other patterns of people we've seen like infected by.
Go ahead and make an occult roll.
No, that's a fail.
She seems in a completely confused state, is what you're gathering from this. It's not something that's attaching itself in your minds to any phenomena. It's just something representative of what you're feeling about the city writ large over the past 36 hours. A strange sort of mania taking hold in this city. She's not seeming violent or anything at this moment, but she saw what she saw, and now she's grappling with wrapping her mind around it. As you look up and you can see this dripping.
It looks like just regular blood.
Go ahead and make a spy hidden check.
Yeah, a regular success.
Step closer to it. Its face unmoving. As mist is drifting by, this woman begins to just crawl away and hobble away, and you're left alone with this statue. Its eyes unblinking, staring out. As the mist is passing, you realize this could just be condensation, just rusty condensation on her face, dripping down this beyond midnight hour as the fog is rolling by in banks. And in this moment, as you stare at this statue, we're going to go to a crossroads.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
We're locked in, loaded. Right off.
It looks crazy.
Crossroads is,
Don't worry about it.
and on the second night, they hear a scream or they remain
Yeah.
safe. They hear a scream or they remain safe.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know what you want.
For that? I mean, we didn't follow the scream last time.
Yeah, I feel like
But also,
the
same
killers
thing.
are always gonna choose the crazier
more
option.
exciting thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But I could be wrong.
Unless we beg. Then they bend to our will sometimes.
Sometimes.
First note in my notes for today. Is Lady Vera gay in love with Lady she keeps riding?
Lady Jacking Fox. Yeah.
No.
Jagging Fox. These names.
Lady Margaret of Jacking Fox? Is that her name?
Yeah, Lady Margaret of Jack and Fox.
Lady Margaret. Game of Thrones.
Okay,
Anybody?
it was Scream.
Scream.
Great.
Exactly.
Faye. Looking at this statue, you feel a moment of almost this phantom pain in the scar on your arm. Just a slight burning as you look into the eyes of the statue. You don't know if it's exhaustion or what it is you thought you saw on this face, but something seems to be pulling you in. So you feel yourself take a step towards it. And another step. As a mist bank rolls by and you look and look to see Faye stepping towards, as you go to speak, you hear from across the piazza around the corner by the canal, Sitano! Sitano!
I grab Faye and we run.
Echoing across the piazza. You run. Where are you running?
I mean, this is our second opportunity. This is what we wanted, right?
So does it sound like he's directly across the canal? Is that what you said?
Sounds like it's coming from around the corner of a building, across the piazza, towards where you know there's a smaller Rio, a smaller canal going behind the buildings.
Yeah, I'll let you pull me wherever, but I think as you pull me, I stay sort of just curious looking back at
Are we all
this
outside?
thing.
Yeah,
at
we're
We're
this
all by
statue.
the statue. The
Yeah, 'cause
You
we
are
got
all
kicked
gathered.
out. We all got
As you
kicked
see
out.
Clayton go,
All right,
as
are we
this
jumping in? Or
sound
no?
of these
Thumbs up or
words
thumbs down?
echoes.
3, 2, 1. Let's go!
Running across the piazza, your footsteps echoing across this seemingly empty city. Everyone has boarded themselves in for the night, but for the few prayerful folk that you saw at the basilica, the people praying fervently to each other, the woman crying outside by the shrine, as you boom, 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 echo across the piazza, turn around the corner, and you can hear now the last of this man screaming, Satano. And now you can hear the shuddering, weeping sobs of a man as you come close to the water, coming around the corner. It's dim light here as fog is now drifting across the water of this quiet city. As you approach the edge of the water, you can see that there is a man kneeling by the water, clutching his head, whispering to himself, sobbing, Satano, Satano.
I would try to stay away from him, but say, where? What did you see?
In Italian.
Faye, please.
I'll speak in Italian and I'll just say, are you okay?
Go ahead and make an Italian check.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you speak aloud to him, and he suddenly turns towards you. His eyes are bloodshot, tears falling down his face as he looks at you, looks back at the water, and with a trembling hand, points into the water just beyond this paved sidewalk to the side of the water.
No,
I think
I don't want to get in there.
I'll take a look. I'll lean over the edge and see if I see anything in the water.
Great. Leaning over the edge,
Lady, careful.
you see
Yeah, I grab her hand.
And I'll say, Vera, get this man inside somewhere, please.
Alright, come here.
as you go to touch him. As you go to touch him, he cowers from you and says, "Don't touch me! Do not touch me!"
In Italian or in English?
In Italian.
Then I'm like, okay, come on. Come with
As
me.
he cowers and starts crawling away from you, desperately crawling across this pavement, as you make your way to the edge of the water here and look down, and you hear this sound of heavy wood hitting the stone, So you look down and you see a gondola, a boat, freely floating in the water. As you look inside, even with a quick glance, you can see what's at the bottom of the boat. And you see a man's body. And you see that it is torn apart. Limbs shredded from their sockets. Blood staining and pooling at the bottom of this gondola. As you look down at this man separated and eviscerated, go ahead and make a sanity roll.
Sure.
Fail.
You're gonna lose 2 sanity, all of you.
Wait, but we weren't looking.
All of you who were looking. Those of you who were helping Faye and keeping an arm on Faye.
Success.
Failed. Dropping on tonight.
You've had
Those
a rough,
sanity
a
points.
rough night.
That's true. How many?
2.
As the man is crawling away from you, he crawls to the edge of the water and you see him puke, vomiting into the water, the splash of it hitting the water. As those of you who failed the 2 death saving throws, or the sanity roll with 2 sanity points penalty, you feel your dinner coming up in your throats, feel yourselves nauseous looking down at this strange puddle of a person at this point, this horrifying image which flashes in your minds, limbs separated from each other. And as you look down, Faye, with a good look at it, you see that besides the blood that is pooled and the blood that is stained, the arms, the legs, the torso are white, pale, desiccated, and drained of blood. As the boat continues to hit the side.
To be clear, this man who said Setano, he wasn't like covered in blood or anything, was he?
No.
Okay.
Does the guy have clothes on? Or is he naked?
So look down into the boat for a closer look. Go ahead and make a spot hidden check for me.
Yeah, I also think I would try to. Can I maybe make a charm check? I think I'll try to like smile and calm this man down and say, "Hey, it's all right. We're your friends. We're your friends."
I'll help you with that if I can just smile.
Yes.
As he continues to cower away from you. First, did you get
Extreme success.
extreme success on the spot hidden? Okay. His clothes are somewhat still there, as much as they can be, as his body was torn apart, ripped, shredded. They seem to have been shredded during whatever happened to him. As you look down, you recognize 2 things with an extreme success. 1, this is your gondolier from earlier, Paolo. And 2, you recognize clear bite marks on various
Bite marks?
parts of the body.
Did you say bite marks?
Bite marks.
Vampires.
Do we have that garlic?
Eric.
We do have
Yeah.
garlic. Yeah,
I need to get
As
something.
this man is cowering away from you, go ahead and make a charm check if you would like.
Can I help as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a 70.
I have a 55.
So should I just make it with double instead? Or we can both make it, but.
Whichever way you want.
I've already rolled, so
Oh, okay. Then we'll take
but I
both.
failed, so I'm smiling like this.
Okay, I got 1 point to an extreme success.
I would use
if you'll give me more information if I use it, but
1 point though?
yeah, extreme success. I'll use my luck. I'll use 1 point of luck.
As he's crawling away from you, wiping his mouth, still sick, crawling away from the water. You take a moment, kneel down, reach out to him.
You see,
As tears start pouring down his face, and he goes to you and holds onto you, and you hear him shuddering into your body as he holds onto you, embracing you in this moment. His tears now dropping down. You can feel your chest getting wet.
yes.
As he embraces you, you
I think I'm
feel
gonna do
cracking pain of the still fresh wound in your chest.
All right, my friend.
While he's doing that, can I check for bite marks on him?
Go for it. Go make a spot hidden check.
That is a success.
A success? You don't see any bite marks. Cool.
All right, my friend. Look, I'm not a monster. I'm flesh. Why don't you tell Bert here, my friend Bert, exactly what happened to you? Can you understand me? Okay. Bert, perhaps I've calmed this man down. Perhaps you can get his story out of. I know you speak Italian, correct? Oh no,
Faye.
Well, Faye, of course.
I'm like,
What were you speaking?
French.
French.
Oh, French, of course.
And the
Don't tell my friend Bert here. Tell my love Faye here.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
I'm so sorry. What happened? Did you see anything?
You can see him catching his breath, sort of stifling whatever sickness is still in him. As he looks at you. I saw a beast man. It was Satan. Creature.
And what did he look like?
Pale. Long. Fingers. Claws. Strange. Almost bald wisps of hair. And eyes. Piercing eyes.
Have you ever heard of anything like this before in Venice, or?
There are many stories that the company a plague. Now, I fear it has come back. The water is rising. Strange pestilence in the air.
Did he come from the water?
Did this man come from the water? How did he approach?
He came from nowhere.
From nowhere.
He came from thin air.
Oh. I look towards them and I ask, do you think this could be like the Duke, how he appeared and left in an instant with magic?
right.
Didn't we meet somebody with bald and just a couple of weird hairs?
It's not ringing a bell for me, but the plague stuff does. In the journals we found in the library, it talked about when there was, the man whose daughter was struck by the plague, very, very sick, her leg crippled and twisted overnight, and then when I'm kind of saying this away from the earshot of this guy.
He doesn't seem to understand English either.
Right, and so I say that when he buried the artifact underneath the basilica, the plague went away. Mm-hmm. So it does seem that now that it is gone, it is back. So that tells me that if we can find out how long, perhaps, this has been happening, we can see how long ago the leg was, or the item was taken.
I think that's really smart. In fact, this letter that we found underneath the stone in the basilica, it says something about the war. So that might also give us a sense of time, right? Do I get a sense, Eric, that where did it say it? I was going to mention this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
He was weeping and begging for help. His statue was broken, and I had no material to repair it. For this cursed war makes everything scarce. Is that about a current war, or is that? Do we get the sense that war is happening right now, or is this about like when Napoleon was here?
Go ahead and make a history check or a no check.
No check.
A no check?
Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Where is that?
A
Can
no
I look
roll.
around the canal while we're having this conversation? And
Yeah,
just,
absolutely.
I'm just freaked the fuck out. I want to make sure.
Go ahead and make a
Wait,
spot
I don't
hidden
have
check.
that.
nearby.
Oh, it's your education.
Yes. Sorry.
Oh, interesting.
Sorry about
So
that.
it's
Yes.
not something you can level up, but
Hard success on my look around.
Okay.
Okay, that's a success. No.
Success on no. Okay. You would imagine it's speaking about the most recent war and the war to end all wars, the Great War.
Which was how many years ago?
Ended in 1918.
Yeah, 19.
So just a couple of years ago.
Yeah, just a few years ago. You'd also know, reading this, this note that you have mentions Monte Grappa, which is the site of some just decisive battles in the Great War, where Italians stopped Germans and Austrians advance within sight of Venice nearby. They all occurred between late 1917 and early 1918. So you would imagine that this is referring to the recent Great War. As
Do I know that Monte Grappa is that now a gravesite? Is it like a place we could visit where we could actually see? Because it says that he died alongside my dear Marco, so we could find a gravesite maybe that says Marco on it, and one of the people that's next to him. Maybe I'm going crazy.
with your understanding of it, you would know that this is the site of a battle. This was a battlefield. It's a blasted landscape at this point. It is not used as a graveyard to your understanding. This is simply a site where many young people died. Your spot hidden was a hard success.
success, yeah.
A hard success means we're going to go to a crossroads.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm considering the night we had before being here, got shocked or felt insane twice. I'm a little stuck in the scene in the gondola mentally, and I'm freaking out a little bit, and I looked around to see if there's anyone still.
This is going to be a blind crossroads.
I feel like we could
We
find
are going to
records
have
of people
the
that died
players
in
not
the
look
war.
as we go to this.
But do we know who wrote this? And
This is for the
know-
killers.
We know it.
If
He
we have
died
one Marco,
Monte Grappa. We know what battle.
I know, but
Marco's
there's probably thousands of
thousands.
people.
It's a Mark. It's like
And Marco is probably like John.
But it's also not Marco. It's, or I guess, he had given it to a man whose grandson died on Monte Grappa
The
alongside
name we
his
have,
Marco.
His name is Marco, right?
Yes.
This is tough.
So we would have to find Marco's father, I think, and figure out who Marco's father gave the arm to.
We gotta play a little Marco Polo.
Yeah.
LOL. That sounds tough.
Your mission, you lost me a little bit. Say it again. What you want to do?
Well, that was all me just going crazy when I thought that it could have been in a gravesite. The only thing that we know is that this guy there was a guy weeping and begging for
Go ahead and
help.
spam the chat.
His statue was broken, and I had no material to repair it. So this was clearly like a statue repair guy.
Right.
For this curse word makes everything scarce. I remember the old story at last. What else could I do? His grandson died on Monte Grappa alongside my dear Marco. So this statue repairman had a son, I believe, named Marco, who died on Monte Grappa, and he gave it to some man we don't know, whose grandson died on Monte Grappa with his son.
I wonder, maybe this is just also vague, but like, how many statue repair men could there be?
Not many. Yeah.
There can't be that many. We could go to the equivalent of a phone book and ask for every statue repairer or museum art historian
Hotel
I think
maybe
that's
will
smart.
meet all of them.
I think that's smart.
Yeah. Very smart.
As you're looking over this, thinking back through history, figuring out what your next steps are, what you're going to investigate, June, you have a moment of looking up from this corpse and looking out. Your eyes searching wildly in the darkness, trying to adjust to the dim light here as mist is rolling steadily across the water. But on the opposite side of the water, across this smaller canal, you see a figure in a long dark coat. dark scarf pulled up to the mouth. As you look, you can see the top of their head exposed. Nearly bald, but with strange wisps of hair.
Right here?
Strange wisps of hair coming off of the scalp. And eyes locked with yours already when you look up. And as you lock eyes, I'm gonna need you to make a no roll.
A what roll?
No, which is part of your education. At least on my sheet it says education is your no.
Okay. I don't see education.
Or rather, I'm gonna say intelligence or idea.
I can pick? Oh, it's the same thing. I see. Okay.
Not the description of a man.
Ooh.
And as you look up, he says, "What?"
Success.
Success?
Yeah.
Okay, you've seen these eyes before.
That's all I know.
That's all you know.
What?
As he looks,
Susanna?
staring at you,
Bald Susanna.
this figure looks across the water at you as mist is rolling by. Their eyes just lock. A shadow covering part of them as they stand between two buildings on this side of the canal watching.
I can't jump the canal, right? It's way too big. Hey! Hey! Guys! Hey!
As you call out, your voice echoes across the canal.
Where is there like a bridge? Like, can I start like?
A ways down there is a bridge. As you are calling out, the mist continues to roll by, and you see a thick bank of fog drift by. And as you call, all of you, June gets all of your attention, and as you look up where she is pointing, the mist rolls away, and there's no one there. And none of you saw a thing.
Did you guys see that?
No,
The man that this man was talking about. The eyes, the hair,
Where was he? Should we
across the
go?
bank. I mean, he's gone now, but
I don't know what we are going to do if we come face to face with a vampire.
True.
I recognize him.
From what?
I don't know. I don't know.
I wonder if we focus our resources tomorrow on finding sort of things that we could use against the sort of, the silvered or
Yes,
the.
we did find some garlic, didn't we?
I don't know how far that will get us.
Yes.
Ultimately, but a stake or something to have.
Silver bullets.
Right.
I want to go see if he dropped anything.
Right. Yes.
Sorry.
I want to go across the bridge.
I'll follow
make that
you.
journey. and
Yeah,
see if we feel anything
takes a
there.
few minutes to go down the walkway and find a bridge, pedestrian bridge going across, but you make your way away. As the man sort of gets to his feet by you, Faye, and I must get myself home. Policia, I must get the police to come and take care of him.
Right. We just left the body.
We'll take care of it. Just get home safe. And,
I will get the police. I will call for them and tell them where it is.
we can get the police.
We'll get the police.
No, let him get.
I think
He needs to go.
I don't think we want to be seen with.
I don't think so either. I think.
We'll get the police.
He looks over and
We all have such different
shakes his head in confusion at you and looks to you, Faye, and says, I will get the police.
Okay. Lost in translation. I'm sorry. I know. In our garlic, we have garlic wreaths, right, or something.
Yeah.
I'll take out a clove, and I'll hand it to him, and I'll say,
Manja.
"Now,
Puts in his
take
ear.
this for your walk."
Protect yourselves.
You too.
And he turns and he runs around the corner. And He disappears. You don't hear him. As
So he
you're
is
left,
going to go get the police or no?
he has just told Faye that he is going to go get the
We have to
police.
go.
Then we have to get out.
Yeah.
As the three of you were making your way, or maybe
He's
the four of
certainly
you were
won't-
making your way
won't-
across the pedestrian bridge.
I think I would say, I think, as we are speaking about. Oh wait, sorry, you're making your way to get your.
Yeah,
get-
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go that
And
first.
I'm
Yeah.
just thinking, like, I kind of want to get in the boat and see if there's anything in Paolo's possession that would, like, be useful to us or, like, make him the target of something like this.
You can do that.
I can do that.
Yeah.
The
You
other
can go ahead and
was
make
near the
it.
water as well, right?
The other attack, you don't know where the scene of the crime was. You know that it was on a 10-foot fence with a spike 10 feet up that the body was found.
It was like a serpenty thing on the
Oh,
canal.
on the water.
Yeah.
There was something
That
else on the
sounds like-
water.
Yeah.
Like-
and that sounds like what just
That
happened
sounds
again.
Like, yeah, this guy's controlling the mist or something. Maybe he can't be in sunlight, and so the mist is covering him somehow. Control.
As the four of you, I believe, are going across the bridge and going to where you saw this figure, or you think you saw this figure, go ahead and make spot hidden rolls over there. And Faye, you can make a spot hidden roll alone in this boat with this body.
Success.
Ooh, extreme success.
Extreme success.
Success.
Success. Success.
Fail.
Fail. Okay. Vera and Clayton. Over here in the mist, it's even darker in this alleyway, and the different sort of pathways between buildings stretch into darkness, stairs going up between old, ancient buildings. And as you come to this point, at first you don't notice much of anything. It's just the mist going by. But then you smell the rot. Clayton and Lady Vera, you smell scent of dead body in the air.
Another one?
Looking around, you don't see one. As Faye, you're alone in this rocking boat as you look down and you can see your shoes getting wet with blood underneath you. And the rocking of the boat sending different limbs sort of rolling in different directions away from the torso. As you steel yourself and get down in it and search, you find a little journal with your success, and looking through, all you find are lyrics to songs, notes about family life, little moments and days, nothing that you could possibly think would mean that he would be targeted.
Okay. Well, I guess I take my shoes and dip them in the water, trying to get off any blood, and pull myself back up.
So you get back up. In the distance, around the corner, towards the piazza, you begin to hear the dull sounds of voices speaking to each other. You can hear a group of men in the distance, their voices echoing, speaking to each other, and the sound of footsteps moving at a walking pace, but moving in your direction. As the rest of you,
Wait.
the smell is all you find.
And sorry, to get to them, is that going to be going towards the walking people? No. Far away.
Away.
Okay, I'll run after.
Great. As Faye meets you all on the opposite side of the canal.
To like try and eavesdrop on them. I think I'd prefer to hide nearby if I could. Like wherever we took that man inside, I'm assuming was like right next to where we found him. I don't know what it would have been, but
There's like a covered awning, a sort of arcade nearby that you're able to get behind a stone pillar and in the shadows here and
I would love
wait
to do that,
nearby if you would like.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a stealth roll.
uh-oh. That's not good.
You can talk your way out of it if you get in trouble.
Should I push it?
No, because I feel like it might
What's
be
your
worse.
song?
20.
I feel like it just might be worse. I don't want you to get arrested.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess not.
So what I'll say about a pushed stealth roll in this scenario is that you could push it by trying to So your first fail is going into this alcove and realizing that it's not a perfect block of line of sight to you, and you would probably be noticeable. There are places where you could probably climb onto some boxes in a corner or something like that, pushing it. However, the risk of that would be that it would look a lot more suspicious to be in a very clear hiding space instead of simply nearby.
Yeah.
I think I won't push it,
Okay.
but I do think I will stay put, and I think I'll, like, not trying to hide, but just kind of like, I would assume other people in the neighborhood too might be looking out their window or whatever.
And this guy probably said he saw it, and then he saw us come up. Like, he could be like, I was one of them, you know? Like.
Yeah, so I might just hang out nearby, not try to like hide, but just like don't pipe up and stay nearby and try to listen if I can.
Great. As you see, walking in high boots and police uniforms, you see a group of 4 men coming around the corner. Their police caps on, speaking to each other in Italian. They seem to be just kind of...
We need to tell them, right, about the body.
I think he told them, yeah, and that's why they're coming.
They seem to be just speaking to each other in fairly casual tone.
No one will know because
speaking
we
to each
said
other.
we'll tell the police.
No,
But he said, I'll tell the police.
No, but then you said...
he definitely
he
ended.
left believing like I'm gonna
As
tell
they
them.
approach the edge of the water, and they all come to a stop, and they look down into the boat. You can see. And the conversation comes to a pause there, as one of them, slightly shorter in stature, goes to the side and does a quick puke into the water and comes back. As you can see, a couple of them kind of chuckle to each other, and you begin to hear their conversation. Go ahead and roll an Italian check.
How do I? What if I push this? Like, what could
You get
happen?
closer, seem more suspicious.
I would say so.
I think I need to do that. I think I need to know.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Great.
Bad.
Oh no!
Oh, he's typing.
No.
One moment.
So it's gonna be us breaking Faye out of jail.
Yeah. Jailbreak episode.
Do I look like a queen who could have done that? That's what I'll say.
You
We're
got
going to
blood
go
on
to a
your
crossroads as you fail this push Italian roll to get closer and to hear the words that they're saying as they have approached the boat. And the crossroads is, where does Faye fall, the ground or the water?
I'm gonna hit my head.
Oh no!
No, I think
Come on.
the vamp is gonna.
Or the vampire could swallow you.
In the water, you think?
Chomp chomp.
Vote ground or vote water?
Which is better? Probably ground, right?
I think ground. The body's in the water, you know? Like, ripped
Yeah.
apart.
By the way, Elisa says this better be. Wait. This better get. Y'all better get this man published posthumously. Who are we talking to?
No, I was gonna say the same thing. He wrote an incredible song. He wrote "When the Moon Hits Your Eye," like a big pizza pie. We
Right.
have to carry on his legacy.
So true.
Somehow it has to get out.
Yeah, we need to get that out.
Oh,
Someone write that down. I wrote it down. Hold up my journal.
Yeah.
Totally.
When the moon hits your
Damn, that is good.
Like a big
Pizza pie.
It is like a big pizza pie.
You know, that's
That's
amore.
amore.
Wow. Genius.
We take all the credit. We're like the best.
Millions and millions of dollars later.
Okay, it looks like
What's
it's
an
round.
amore?
Great.
What was it? It's amore.
You get one lyric.
Across the water, where you were investigating the shadows, all of you have seen these 4 policemen come up to the water, one of them puke into the water, and look down to the boat. They don't seem to have noticed you, and you can't see where Faye is at this point. As you're looking around, and you see them look in, have a moment, and turn to each other and begin to speak as you hear "Oh!" boom, as Faye comes out of the shadow, and you
girl.
just
No.
catch yourself and hit your shoulder, boom, onto the ground beside them. You are going to take 2 points of damage as your shoulder slams into the stone pavement here, and you feel bruising in your bone aching as the police turn around and begin to speak to you in Italian as they say, what is this? What are you doing here?
In Italian, I say, I'm so sorry. I'm just a man was crying with bloodshot eyes and telling us that he saw someone attack this man, and we tried to help him, and then I waited for someone to come help, and I thought when you guys were here I would say something, but I fainted because I'm so scared.
As the young one that just puked into the water comes up to you and takes your arm and says, easy there, and helps you up to your feet. Go ahead and make a persuade check, and you can use a bonus on this.
Okay, that's right. Persuade.
Because you're injured.
Can I do a charm?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Charm. Okay, I did get it, but I'm gonna do it again. Just bonus die just means keep the
lowest
place.
Oh, tens, yes.
Okay, it's good. Just regular.
Okay. As they all look to you, and 2 more of them come up to you and start helping you up, and says, "What are you doing out this late? This is you should not be. It's very dangerous out here. You understand? It's a strange time."
I'm just a tourist. I didn't know.
Well, that we understand. Well, as a lady as lovely as yourself, traveling to our beautiful city is an honor, but it is a very bad time.
Oh, so I've heard. There's murder everywhere.
Yes, well...
What are you going to do about it?
Well, we are here to stop things from getting worse. But here, come over here, away from the grisly crime.
Okay.
As they bring you over to a bench and sit you down. As one of them pulls out a flask of whiskey and hands it to you, and 2 of them are kneeling now next to you, as the other 2 are going and getting into the boat and investigating it. As the 2 next to you are saying, "What did you say that you saw?"
Oh gosh. Well, we saw a man first. He was the one who really saw what happened. And he said he saw a man appear out of nowhere, attack this man, rip him to shreds and bite him, and vanish.
This is the man that came to us and told us to come to here.
Yes.
He is at the station now for questioning, if you would like to come for questioning as well.
Oh, I'd rather just tell you what I know now and get it over with. I'd rather be returned with my friends, if that's okay. You understand that if I came in, I wouldn't even know how to get home.
As the 2 of them look at each other and look back at you. I think that is okay. We will accept that. But
Thank you.
there are many strange stories about what is happening in Venice. I'm sure that you have heard. It is very unsafe for you to be out alone right now.
I'll be sure to get home.
Of course. Well, we will escort you home. Where are you staying?
Cipriani.
The Cipriani Hotel.
Cipriani, of course. We will make you take you there post haste. Are you ready now?
Well, I don't want to rush. If you guys need to do what you need to do, and
We will return. Cipriani is not terribly far away.
oh, okay. Well, please, if you could just escort me across this bridge. I might run into my friends. I had people with me too, but they got so scared they ran off.
There are others that are out here in the night.
These guys don't seem right to me.
Do you think why? You think they're in on it?
Please.
It's
Your call.
very casual.
Yeah, true.
If I see Faye talking to the police from across the water, if I may be allowed, like, I'm going a couple blocks away. June does not want to be with the police. She's freaked out by seeing Susanna's father and family with the military. Like, I'm not sticking around to talk to police, so I'm gonna go back to the Cipriani.
Yeah, I probably would do opposite, but That's up to you. Like, do we see this or?
You're seeing that Faye has fallen out. 2 of them have brought her over to a bench and are
Okay.
speaking to her.
Definitely going over.
Okay.
Hey, June. Oh, we're here. Do you smell that odious perfume in the air?
I don't think I did.
There's a smell of
Human flesh,
I've got,
yes.
I've got a bad sense of smell, honestly.
A bad sense of smell and a bad sense of taste.
Low-hanging fruits.
Deary.
I think we better get inside. Really.
No, I feel like we should investigate.
All right.
The smell?
I think it might be our only shot.
Let me get Faye real quick.
Well, I don't want you to escort the police over here as well.
I don't want anything to do with them.
Okay. I won't.
June, we're taking a lovely stroll past the dead bodies and then going back to the Cipriani. Meet us at the Cipriani.
Yes.
Okay.
Bird?
Coming with us!
Bird's coming with us.
As you all, the 3 of you depart the area, as soon as you leave the area, the smell is gone.
Oh, it's gonna.
It's
I
a
can't.
storehouse.
I can't follow the scent.
Can't follow it. If you trace it back to where you did smell it before, you don't smell it there anymore either.
Oh, it's just on him.
Maybe it's the mist.
As Clayton, you are emerging from the shadows and going over towards him as you go across.
Hello.
The
Oh.
2 that were in the boat say, "Hello, what are you doing out here?
Well, I'm sure you can tell.
We have an
by-
active investigation going on. We would ask that you return to your home, wherever you are staying."
Okay, well, I'm trying to do that, but let me get my girl first, and we'll head right on home. I'm sure you know what I'm doing out here after speaking with her and hearing my accent. So
The 2 that are next to you, Faye, look at you and say, "You know him."
Oh, yes, this is one of the scaredy cats.
hello, scaredy cat. What's your name?
Man gets up. Giuseppe.
Giuseppe. You don't need to call me scaredy cat. You can call me Clayton. Anyway, we'll get back.
He shakes your hands. He keeps your hand in his grip and is just.
Oh,
staring
strong
at
one.
it. Right, you are together.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Can
You
I
are
get
a
a
funny-looking
sense of-
fellow.
Oh.
Oh.
Are you in drag right now? Or
No, I'm not.
okay.
I don't think. Or am I? No, I don't think I was.
I didn't think so.
Oh well, thank you.
What brings you to Venice?
Oh no.
Just looking around at the art. Where I'm an artist, you see, I paint, and she enjoys fashion, and we're here to see the art styles of the region.
Ah, very good. You are traveling from.
New York City.
Very good. Many stories in New York City. Very interesting
Yes,
place.
some good, some bad, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Um,
Have you been to Rome?
were we just in Rome? No.
No, we have not been to Rome. Would you recommend it?
I would recommend it. It's a good lesson in what a capital city can be. There is a strength there that is reaching back many millennia. I think that it is very much something that one should visit while visiting Italy.
Are these black coats?
Yeah.
Or black shirts?
So you look at this man. You can see underneath a blue police jacket, a black military shirt.
I see. I'm sure your work here will exemplify Italian strength. And so hopefully you can get this all sorted. We are going to exemplify American strength and go paint a little picture in our hotel room. So we will see you later, Giuseppe.
As you say this, you hear a cracking of a knuckle.
Ooh.
And you say, "Are you trying to poke fun with us?"
Well, I'm from New York City, of course I am.
Well,
Have you ever been to New York City?
I haven't, but clearly you have not been to Venice either. There is a bit of a code of conduct. We control our impulses here, and we try to be polite, especially when we are guests.
Oh, I
Well,
see. I wasn't meaning to be impolite. I was just meaning to.
I'm sorry. I take concern with that. We helped the very man who reported this to you. Without us, he might not have made it. So, I'd just remind yourself that we are kind to your people.
You are a very lovely lady, and I do hope that you continue to stay safe here, but I would advise you to keep more polite company when you are traveling.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Faye, to bed. Let's go.
All right.
As we start walking off,
Eeks.
I think I would say to Faye, all right, well, let's stay away from those types of fellows, I think.
I didn't get any information either.
Yeah, well, they seem to be not wanting to solve the mystery at all or help us. So it
God.
seems as though they.
I guess I should have expected it from fascists, but I thought maybe they'd at least be curious about a blood-sucking monster.
Yes. Well, you know what I think? I think all this talk of where we are heading next and who we can talk to, I just realized there's only one sculptor I know in this city. And that's Giorgio. How old is Giorgio?
Giorgio's around your age. Giorgio's late 20s.
Who's Giorgio?
Perhaps we need to speak to him.
The man who greeted you when you got off the train in Venice, part of the Free Spirits Artist Collective,
I know about
was
the
helping
sculpture.
someone nurse a breakup.
Definitely.
Giorgio
Or he might be
Gasparetti.
Have
part of
connections,
the. He
or-
might be the brother of the person who died or something.
Smart.
Yes,
The
that's a
Gasparettis.
Fantastic idea.
Wait, the Gasparettis?
Yeah.
We found the name?
I just know he's not.
That's Giorgio's last name.
Oh, I was like,
As the two of you turn and leave,
I would be heading
No.
to
Dead
the
ends?
Cipriani, to
The
Giorgio's.
police are not helpful.
Not cool.
They're very fascist.
gotcha.
and not
As
cool.
you depart, you can feel their eyes on your backs, and you leave the scene of the crime. The three of you, unfortunately, nothing else is to be found by following the lead of the scent.
Arse. We were trying to follow the scent, but we couldn't find anything. So we're just going back to the hotel.
The dead body scent.
As you make your way back to the Hotel Cipriani. I'm so sorry. As the five of you gather, Clayton, you know which room that Giorgio's in. I will say at this point it's 2:30 a.m.
Ah, it's the Free Spirits Artist Collective. I know they're up.
He's probably up, yeah.
Don't you think?
Of
Go to the door.
course.
Yeah.
As you knock at the door, there is a moment, a hushed moment, before you hear this. And you see Giorgio, covered in sweat, peek his head out. Hello there!
Hello, Giorgio.
It's great to see you.
No, it's fantastic to see you. I'm sorry if I did I wake you up or were you?
You did not wake me up.
Okay, that's fantastic. I thought I might not. Well, Faye and I here, unfortunately, we weren't looking for to join you really, unless.
Well, no, but another night.
Another night.
No. Come on. We're having cheese and water. We're having a break. And he opens the door, and there's just like 7 different men in here that are
Oh my
kind of
God.
just sitting around like sweaty and just
Wow.
having cheese and wine, and they all completely naked.
Wow. What a sight.
Hello. Hello.
Hello there.
Stinks of
Buongiorno.
Now, I would love to join you for cheese, but unfortunately, Faye and I actually really do have a. You know how sometimes we deal in secrets, and that could be titillating.
Of course.
I
You would not
actually-
like for many ears to hear it.
Yes,
as
I-
they all look and say, of course, and grab their glasses of wine and put towels and robes on.
Go to the
and
bathroom.
they all one by
Balcony.
one clown car into the bathroom and
Oh my
shut the door.
God.
And you can hear just conversation happening in there. You can hear just the clinking of glasses of wine and everything. Just nice conversation happening. And there's a little
They're
balcony
lovely.
here as Giorgio puts on a robe as well and says, hey, let's go outside, just in case any of them are, ear against the door.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Giorgio,
Opens the door, and you're all three on a balcony.
we had quite an unusual night tonight. Have you been hearing about these? Well, you might be able to describe it better. You saw.
Well, these attacks of that man, the groom-to-be. Did you see the groom-to-be who was impaled on the spike?
I certainly did. Everyone did see
Well,
the
get this,
impaling.
Giorgio.
What?
It's not just that. We stumbled across a new crime.
Oh, no.
This one, our very gondola driver we had when we
Paolo.
first got in the city, Paolo, drained of all blood.
Okay. All right. And sets down his glass of wine.
He was having a
Oh.
lovely night.
I'm sorry. This is not what you probably
you
expected
saw.
from us.
No, it's okay. You saw the draining of the blood.
Yes.
Well, we didn't see the draining itself.
Well, no,
We saw it drained.
the body, and
I see.
that's not really about that.
No, well, but it's so we found a strange correlation. You know how when we got off the train, we said that we were looking for some art for an
Yes.
artist. and,
Yes, of course.
Um,
Was that helpful? What I sent to the library, the museum.
Yes, we went, and it was cool and strange. In fact, there was one painting. Do you know anything about it? And I start to describe the painting that everyone felt weird about.
this guy.
There's like a
Yeah.
I have seen that in Marie Antoinette's exhibit sort
Yes,
of thing.
yes.
I do not know anything about that, but
okay.
it is very striking.
Yes. Well, we found another piece of information about a sculpture repairman, and I thought, well, what better? Who better to come to than Giorgio Gasparetti?
What did you find about the sculptor repairman?
Well, I found that he had gifted after the war. He had gifted someone else a gift, sort of a left arm of some sort.
I see.
You know anything about this?
And there are many repair people in the city. Where did you find it?
Can I get an insight check?
Yeah.
Yeah, go make a psychology roll.
what's it to you, Giorgio?
Woo! My psychology is an 18, and I got a 2.
Whoa!
A 2. That's an extreme success.
Extreme success. Giorgio is simply recalibrating. He was in a very particular kind of night, and now his mind is completely shifting tracks, and so he's trying to focus. And he seems genuinely trying to help with all the goodness of his heart.
A relief. I love this guy.
Big
What did you have?
swaying.
Where did you find this information? What this leads of looking for this particular art piece that has to do with a repair person?
Desecrated
Amongst our library books.
I see.
But, Giorgio, could we get the names of some repairmen in the city? In fact, actually, you might know. He has a son who died in the war named Marco. I mean, surely you know a sculpture repairman. You're a sculptor. Surely you know the sculpture repairman whose son was named Marco and died several years ago, 5 years ago.
I know. Not of a sculpture repairman. I know of a doll maker.
Oh yeah, that's great.
This is the Gramanci family is very famous, very well to do. They are
Gramanci?
Gramanci, Gremanci. They used to be sort of almost royalty. They are now, bourgeoisie, but they are almost a household name of dolls. Any well-to-do family, their daughter is going to have a Gramanci doll, but they still keep a factory in town.
Okay.
Amazing.
Wow.
Faye, may I?
May you what?
Kiss this man.
Oh, please, of course.
Okay, and I give him a huge smooch.
Hey, would you allow me to
Bends
go to
down
the
for the
bathroom real
kiss.
quick? I have to pee.
Yes, go ahead.
I go to the bathroom.
As you go to the bathroom, and so he leans back over the balcony, smile across his face as he chuckles and comes back and gives you another little peck and says, "Well, happy to help."
It's my birthday.
It's your birthday!
Sorry, I forgot to mention. It's my birthday.
As he
It's
just-
my 30th birthday.
Hold that thought for 1 second as he opens the balcony door, closes it, and goes. And he goes behind a bed and he puts something behind his back and comes out. And he pulls
this
out
be?
a large bottle of champagne, which he pops. He says,
Yeah, we should
"Happy
share."
birthday
Giorgio.
to the
We're
finest
not
free spirits that I know."
Giorgio,
Well,
you
one
know
of the
that's
two
you.
finest.
Yes.
As he pulls out 2 flutes and pours it and hands it to you.
Thank you, Giorgio. It really means a lot. You know, I made a list this morning of the 30 best things in my life, 30 things I love. And the Artist Collective and you were on it.
That is like an arrow to my heart. That is the kindest thing. I made a list.
Yes.
Well, you make my list every day.
Oh.
And he takes a sip. She cracks his back. All right. The adrenaline is. It is crashing.
Listen, when I know, yes, it's time. I start going, and I knock on the bathroom door. Faye.
And then
Inside the bathroom, you can hear Faye. They're talking about Socratic methods, about Plato's theory, the Republic, and all these different things. Just philosophy, kind of drifting through the air as you've been poured a nice glass of Chianti and given to you, and all sorts of fine, soft cheeses and things with 7 naked men in this bathroom.
And the funny thing about it all is that, and my man just kissed another man. Life is philosophical, am I right, boys?
You're so right.
Now
Echo.
Speaking of, he's ready, boys. He's ready.
All right, and they all just hop up, and each of them gives you a little peck, some on the cheeks, some on the lips, as they walk out of the bathroom.
Did you all know that it's Clayton's 30th birthday?
Clayton!
Yes.
As they find more bottles of champagne, and you have to stay.
No, it's for you. It's for you. Celebrate for me. Celebrate for me.
You're inching your way out of the room as they're cheering, cheersing you as you make your way out and shut the door.
As we shut the door, I say, I love Italy.
Wow, really?
Desecrated
Yeah,
body.
And the police threatened us. The fascist police.
Well, some
But you saw
people
7
great
naked
time.
men
Your
and
day.
Yeah.
cheering
The
champagne.
Italian people, the good ones,
Yes, that's
are
right.
good.
That's right.
Okay.
And the bad are bad. But here we go.
As you make your way back to your various rooms, exhaustion overtaking all of you. Night passes. Getting to bed towards 3 a.m. at this point, all of you collapse into your soft beds in this luxury hotel as the mist passes by.
What'd you say?
So late. We went to that
shit.
Basilica at midnight.
Yeah.
No, we went to the bridge at midnight.
Bridge was
We got
midnight.
a big day.
It's been a long.
It's like we got a couple honk shoes and a honk mimi going on in a suite. You can trust.
As morning comes and you all make your way downstairs.
HP up.
We up. Oh, we up.
And it's only 1, 2, 3, 4 more days till I can try to heal my major wound.
Ditto. Woo.
And 5 more for you.
I think it's the end of the week. It's like I have to wait a week.
It's a week from when you get it,
I
right?
think it's a week.
If you get wounded on
Saturdays
Saturday,
are just that
no problem.
relaxing. Yeah.
Saturday's a day to get in a bro.
Yeah.
You all wake up and there's another fine banquet breakfast laid out for everyone as people wake up and come downstairs. Giorgio and other free spirits. Egg omelets with Parmigiano Reggiano. Papers are laid out, English editions, Italian editions, and there is another article, one that gives information that you already
Love reading
Send it
the paper.
down.
have seen firsthand.
Yes, well. Whoa. Yes. Well, quite, yes. Well, it's.
Well, girls, spit it out.
Vera, come on, please. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Hush, children. Let me read it. I'm just reading the same sentence over and over again. Girl. When it's talking about...
It's the menu.
Yes.
Yeah.
What else is on this? I can't read it. It's in Italian. It's about our dear friend and well-known gondolier, Paolo Rizzo. Not only was Rizzo gruesomely dismembered, but every drop of blood seemed to have been meticulously drained from his lifeless body. Local authorities have launched a thorough investigation into the heinous crime, with the Venice police force working tirelessly to unravel the mystery behind Rizzo's shocking demise. That is also speaking to the tight-knit gondolier community, which, in a struggle to comprehend the brutality that has befallen one of their own. Oh, this is interesting to us. Rumors of a sinister cult have already begun to circulate among the locals.
Yeah.
The city finds itself immersed in a chilling atmosphere, casting a shadow over the once tranquil waterways that now bear witness to a horrifying crime.
Death.
Oh, June, didn't you say your dear love, her father is somewhat tied to this man, these people, these fascists?
Yeah, it seems that way. They were at the hotel with her dad.
Do you think we might be able to extrapolate some information from him?
Extrapolate? What's that one?
Wait, let's just get some more information out of it.
As you're having breakfast, a maitre d' of the hotel comes by with two parcels. One is an envelope with Faye Sheffman written on it.
Again.
That he hands to you. And the other is a small folded note to our traveling friends that is given.
Oh, I don't like that. Not traveling friends.
Signor Alberto Rossini and his beloved Susanna Lowell would be delighted and honored to host you at their bridal shower today, beginning just before noon. S. Marco 222. We hope that you will attend, though we understand it is short notice. All our best, Francis and Hannah Lowell.
Ooh. Can I see that?
Of course, it's for you.
This is not something I...
Seems like a TRAP.
It seems to me it's like a TRAP.
An American.
Seems like a
Like a
TRAP.
trap.
Well, we have to go, or at least...
Well, they sent it to this room, didn't they not?
Well, we're downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Are you
brought
guys-
to
Yeah,
us.
can I
It was
open
brought
my
to us.
envelope?
Is it referenced to you, or is it referenced to me?
Traveling
It's all of us, to our traveling friends. Which means that Susanna maybe told her family?
But how would they know it was our room? Did you say...
Well, doesn't the mom know? When you talked to the mom in Paris, didn't you say you were with some people?
Yeah, I mean, where it stands right now, I don't know why either of them would mention it. So.
I feel like this is all too...
Perfect.
Perfect. It's
Yes.
serendipitous, don't you think?
Yeah,
And
well,
what is it today that they're having?
a bridal shower. Well, the way I see it,
Why are they having it now?
either Hannah or Susanna isn't being truthful with me and told their family that we're here and what we're doing, or you're exactly right, and these, what are they called, the black shirts, have been watching us a little more closely than we realized.
Yes, like Bert said, it's a TRAP.
Either way, I'm thinking TRAP, but one of them is a betrayal and one is we've been watched.
Is there a servant or somebody?
Yes, the maitre d' comes over. and says, hello.
May you send our regards to our friends downstairs, and please have them come up.
To your friends downstairs.
We're all downstairs.
We're downstairs.
Oh, we're all. Why are we having breakfast downstairs, not in my room? Sorry, that's what I'm confused
That's
about.
why
Come on.
Oh, yeah, no, it was brought over to us at
To our
breakfast.
table.
Oh, all right, great.
You look down the
That's
table,
what-
and you can see that Giorgio Gasparetti is here speaking with some other.
Oh, so it's like
folks
a long
around.
table.
Yeah, it's a few long tables.
Okay. We're at a long table.
I mean,
Faye.
I'm not getting breakfast in bed, okay? I'm just trying to like pull my head. I'm just trying
no
to
breakfast
vision
in
it.
bed. That's family
Lady
stuff.
Kira, you said you wanted a new experience here. Remember?
It's true.
You know, I like to step outside of the bubble.
The comfort zone.
But the bubble is always right.
Faye, you open the envelope addressed to you, Faye Schaffman, no return address, and inside you find a key.
Another
Two?
A slightly smaller key.
This is
Okay.
weird.
Can I take a look and see if I see anything interesting
It
about
sucks.
it?
We have no pieces to put together.
what
no
would
red-
Looking at
no
it,
red string.
you can see that this one has a piece of twine tied around it,
Oh God, that's
much like the
where
other.
girl.
But in the size where you would think it would go around a wrist rather than a neck.
Wait, can you say that again?
The small key
Key.
has twine in a loop around it, in the size of a wrist rather than the other one, which had like a necklace.
Oh, I see. Are you wearing the other one?
No.
Oh. You just put it away.
Yeah.
I feel like we have to go as a united front. We must go. But we must have
Yeah.
a reason to go.
Well, we're all invited.
We all are invited, but why are we all traveling together?
I feel as though we shouldn't go. I think it's a TRAP, and
Yeah.
I think if we had some other leads, or if we didn't have any other leads, then maybe we should go. But you've spoken to Susanna herself, and it feels like you've gotten the closure that you needed from that potentially, and now we have something. I spoke to Giorgio last night, and the Gormanci family, and I'm trying to speak softly so Giorgio can't hear.
Certainly.
Apparently, he knows the Gormanci family. One of them is the patriarch is a doll repairman who has a factory in town. They had a son named Marco who died in the war. It has to be the person that stole the thing. We know exactly where to go.
But he also said that the Gormanci family was famous and any person would have a doll made by them. I wonder if they'll be at this bridal shower. If they'll be invited. They're
I feel like
a rich family in
Yeah.
Venice.
Well, how about do we have a lead for where that is?
A factory.
Giorgio.
Clayton, good morning.
Oh, good morning. How was your night last night?
It was great. It was a full night, you know.
It seemed like it. We were actually about that doll maker. We were gonna maybe even go get a doll made or something. Do you know where the factory is? Could you lead us there on the map?
You want to go get a doll made?
Yes, perhaps.
What kind of doll are you going to get? That sounds nice. Maybe I'll come with.
I don't know. I think I've got to look at the Comanche
Catalog.
stock. Yeah.
Collection.
Well, if you insist, I must admit I always dreamt of having a Comanche doll myself.
Well, Giorgio, we'll get you a Comanche doll.
I didn't want to press or anything.
Giorgio, of course.
There is like sometimes they have a little sailor cap boy sort
Oh,
of
wow.
thing, and it reminds me of myself at a young age.
You sailed at a
I
young
did a
age.
little sailing in the Mediterranean.
Sailor Barbie. Let's get Giorgio a Sailor Barbie.
We're gonna get you a sailor Comanche, and I'm thrilled about that personally. But
am too.
where could we find that factory?
The factory, Campo da Babino. You'll find it north of here.
Gamba della Vino.
But it is-
Vino.
I
Campo
feel
della
like
Bambino.
it's important to us that we have one made by Gomenci himself, you know, not just
Right.
Your run-of-the-mill factory doll
Does
or
he frequent there, or does he? Is it just like a worker?
I will be honest, I do not know who is still there of the family, but if there is, it is still family owned, I assume, but they would be there at the factory, yes.
Well,
Thank you, Giorgio. We're gonna get you that, right?
yes. I have a proposition. I feel like it might be a trap, but we should attend. But we cannot go empty-handed. So why don't we get the groom and bride to be a doll of some sort, a Gramanci doll?
maybe they do
For their
Comanche
first
wedding
child.
covers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I agree. I think that, you know, they're asking us to meet just before noon. If it's possible, we could try to go
Quickly.
quickly to
Quickly.
the store. See, I agree that that's a strong lead and we should check it out. but I also don't think I can not go to this.
What's that?
I understand.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Inhaler.
Yeah. Out for just like 10.
Yeah.
Watch from the other room.
Absolutely.
Wish Isabel some asthma
I'm having
success.
a little bit of asthma.
Yeah.
Asthma. It's
So I think I'm just
asthma.
gonna step
Bad
out
times.
and enjoy the rest of the session and do a little bit. But I'm gonna watch on my squeeze pad
Yeah.
and
Love you.
comment.
Oh,
Right.
you still need me? Okay.
Just wait for it.
Shout out to all the people with asthma.
Yeah.
Shout out to the asthma heads out there.
I kind of feel sorry for you. Yeah. Yeah. It's a Wendy Williams.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah,
that's
sure.
not.
Shout out to people with social anxiety. I kind of feel sorry for you. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, so
Campo della Bambino is where you've been told the Comanche factory is. It's early morning at this point. This note about the bridal shower says that it takes place just before noon around San Marco district. And this is the information you have.
what time is it now? Like,
Early morning.
well, do you think we have time? Should we go?
Yeah, we
Yes.
must go.
Onward and upward.
Onward and upward you go. Departing.
Wait, real quick. Just want to take stock of have we been carrying the
Yes.
Yeah.
all around?
I think
Okay.
it's been in my art supplies
Okay.
suitcase. All of for the audience, what we're referencing is the pieces of the statue that we've already collected, which so far has been a torso,
A torso and
And a
a left
leg.
arm.
a
Oh,
left arm that we got in France.
And what we're looking for right now is like a right leg. Or
left leg.
left.
I think.
Seems like a leg.
Left. It's looking like left.
It's
yeah.
looking like left.
Left leg, because
Awesome.
people's left legs were going crazy after Napoleon came. Something else about a left leg. We're looking for the left leg. It's
Great. Okay. Cool.
Make your way out to the early morning here. The smell in this city is an affront. The water is high. It is a deep black and seems strangely thick. Under dark clouds above, you walk the streets.
The water is a deep black that seems strangely thick.
As it comes higher and higher,
Yeah, it's low
the
tide.
strange tide, as you come out, there is noticeable talk of plague, pestilence. With your Italian, what you have of it, you can hear people telling stories of if you touch the water, you die. There's stories going around of children playing in it and getting sick. And the smell is pungent as you ride the gondola north. Make your way on your map. You can see that the Campo del Bambino is northeast of the friary on your map as you head that direction.
Lady Vera's in control of birds, says Isabel.
Says what?
Isabel.
Lady
Control
Vera's
bird?
in charge of birds. And
Bird
That guy's
Bird
gonna
duty.
get up to some trouble.
Sitting.
He farts and tooted.
Bird!
the gondolier.
Goodness.
I didn't think you had it in you.
Excuse me. Sorry.
As,
Sorry to this man.
the lush,
He's loosening up in many ways.
But he's
lush
relaxing.
gondola
Maybe he hung
music.
out with Giorgio last night.
Moment of silence
Moment of silence.
for what you just said here at this table on this day.
Gaping butthole.
What?
You're crazy.
Is there no peace
So
in
the
Italy?
gondolier is singing as
Is
you're
there no peace in Italy?
There's not.
So, Cannon, as you travel north, the gondolier's song is a little muted today as they head north, and you travel until you meet.
We have a good one, actually. A good song.
What?
Who has it? I think Bert had it.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
Do you know that one?
Go ahead and make a luck check.
Paolo was writing it. I know this.
As you go ahead and make a luck check.
Who does?
Bert? I'm so sad about his
Anyone
friend.
can. Group luck.
Anyone.
But it also could be beautiful for him to.
No.
Reminisce.
No luck.
Failed.
Can we all try?
I got it.
Got it. With face lock, as you speak these words, tears begin to come down this gondolier's face as he turns back to you and says, "Those are beautiful words. You said that you wrote it."
No. It was. It of course was Paolo.
He turns his face away.
Now sing.
That was sick.
You see him sort of seize up. You see the back of his neck get red from just the emotion of it. See, when
That's right.
moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. That's amore. That's
right.
As he begins weeping as he pulls the gondola north until you reach the beautiful Campo della Bambino. Stone buildings, centuries and centuries old, seems to be a 14th century make. As you're slowly riding in towards it, you can see the square opened up, and you can see very clearly a factory in an antique sort of style, but clear enough, with chimneys coming out of the top. Well-maintained facade, which contrasts with its companions in this campo. The buildings being otherwise rather run down around here. There's a shoddy sort of tourist map and book shop, hostels, a dirty but seemingly popular cafe, and other assorted buildings. And we'll go to a crossroads here as you are helped off of the gondola.
I think as we would as we're pulling up to, I think I would actually be changing it to Charlie Price, saying, is Bert still? I guess Bert is still here. I was gonna say, like, maybe we should make it like an unassuming girls trip. But if Bert was here, it wouldn't be that. But Bert's also unassuming.
Bert can blend with the girls, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crossroads.
Maybe I put Bert into a track.
Yeah.
You can make a disguise check. The crossroads is who's drinking at the cafe, communists or fascists?
Ooh.
I'm making a disguise check for you, Isabel.
Ooh.
Unless you don't want to be in drag, put below if you don't want to be in drag.
Yeah, right.
That's a success.
A success.
Yeah.
honey,
We'll
that's a
see what
success.
Isabel says. Otherwise, it's Lady Vera's choice. If Bert wants to be
Right,
in
right.
drag.
True.
We were at the helm.
Is the crossroads up? Oh, it is.
Communists in the lead.
If Isabel says nothing, then yes.
Okay.
How could I say no?
Perfect.
Of course.
All right, that's it. It's gonna be yes, communists. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, communists.
As you enter into this campo, this opening here, looking over at this sort of shoddy, dirty windows cafe, you can see that it's well populated with young, most of them students, it looks like, Italian students here sitting around tables. already having bottles of wine open and deep in conversation, laughing with each other and calling for more food. They seem completely occupied with their conversation and their sort of community here, and don't seem to notice you as the five of you make your way across this campo towards the factory.
Cool.
Make your way. You can see this building ahead of you. So you head towards its very lovely facade and enter through an unlocked front door into this cozy foyer space. And here you see that there are more people, most of them older folks, veterans, clearly, of the Great War. Middle-aged, some younger men, all of them with some wound that they're carrying around, crutches and different casts and things, scars very clearly across faces, and they're sitting at different makeshift card tables around here, playing cards and dominoes and rolling dice and deep in conversation here. As a couple of them look up towards you and just give polite nods of buongiorno, buongiorno, and go back to their games.
I think I would sort of, as we're walking, I would sort of speak to the group and say, all right, girls, what is the plan, do you think? Should we confront this person about the arm? Should we just get a general, like, how are we planning to find out where the arm is? I'm very charming, especially as Charlie. I could try to charm this man, but anyone have any other ideas?
I don't know that there's like a lot of deception to be pulled off here, you know?
No.
We need I guess maybe, so this is the person that we think made the arm. Or, sorry.
This is the person we're about
This is
to
the person that we think that wrote this letter.
Yes.
Not the, that
Okay,
stole
wait,
it.
what did he say?
I have an idea.
What was the reason?
Why don't we go
His
with...
statue was broken.
Why don't we go with a sincere approach? We are looking for some dolls, first of all.
Yes.
But
That's true.
we catch them off guard with this.
Yes.
Because they can't run away for our new conversation. We corner them.
Yes. And what do you suppose? Should we say, we've caught you, like, you know, pull out the letter and say, you wrote this, no? Or should it be more like a, hey, should we level with him, like, we are looking for an artifact. We are not here to get you in trouble. It is, we actually went through the same thing for something that we wanted, but we are looking for that arm that you put on this man's statue because we're researchers from America and the UK, and we just want to know more about it, I promise.
Yeah.
Well, Charlie, why don't you lead this? Because I would have said that we are fully armed. And we are ready to take down this whole place. Which I don't think is what the whole group is.
We can do that.
No,
That's
that's too much of a hurry. So it's too much of a tizzy to do. So
The person who wrote this started it with, God forgive me and God help me. Like, this is someone who's quite remorseful for what they had to do, and I think that the second approach you were talking about, I think that if we can, I think trying to pinpoint,
And he seems religious.
He does seem religious. I think trying to pinpoint to see if the grandfather of Dear Marco, his Dear Marco, can be found.
His dad.
No.
Marco's grandfather.
Who's the person he gave this to?
I think that's who we're looking for. That's maybe where we can hold our information back a little bit. We're looking for that guy, see if he's here. And then from there, like, this strikes me as the kind of person that if you explain that we're trying to, we understand, like you said, and we're trying to write history here, and I think he'd help us.
We could even, if he's religious, right, we can say, listen, we believe that there's something dark-sided happening because of the loss of the arm at the church, and we simply want to put it back, if it can, because the plague, we believe, is actually because of this, and don't feel guilty about that.
Yeah.
But
We also aren't gonna put it back.
No.
Yeah, how do we free this city of
I don't know.
plague?
We take it and we
the
leave.
plague just might follow us.
Which it has been since we left. So, it's just business as usual.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
Charlie, take lead.
Okay.
Girls, follow along.
Information.
Yes, mother.
As you
I think we
Yes, mother.
we go in.
Proceed
I go
through the
in with a
foyer.
hop, skip, and a heel jump.
entering through, passing by all of these veterans, sort of hanging out in this foyer, you can see that there is clearly an open door into another room besides. What looks like an office inside with many different books, spines of books, lining walls and papers, and you can see that there is a large desk in here, and as you
Hello.
come through,
Hello.
the door opens
Mr.
as you knock on
Comanche.
it. And as you look in, and you see a rather old man. Or at least he looks rather old. Italian man, bald on top, gray hair on the sides, sitting in a chair, sort of arthritic hands, helping another figure who is sitting across as he is helping to put a prosthetic leg onto a veteran that is next to him, as he is helping with that and tightening belts and different things. He looks up and says, "Un momento," and
Yes.
just goes back, helping with this as the man getting the prosthetic leg on just looks up at all of you, looking up at your eyes.
Hello.
Hello. My name's Charlie Price. Charlie with an I, Price with a Y. Are you Mr. Gramanchi?
Who are you speaking to? Which one?
I would speak to the man who's doing the
Gotcha.
surgery or whatever.
As he looks up at you while he's finishing off the tightening, his brow furrowed, and he looks down and he kind of pats it and shakes the man's hands in front of him, and the guy gets up, sort of finding his balance, and then begins to test it out using a cane, and starts walking out of the room and down the hall, testing it out as he looks up at you. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Do you speak English at all?
No.
Here I go again. Buongiorno.
Go make it Italian.
Next library we go to, someone remind me to pick up Duolingo.
Uh-oh, bad. I'm gonna push it.
No, don't. I stop you. You're gonna hit your head again, honey. I hold out my hand for a handshake, and I hold out my prosthetic hand, doing a couple of opens and closes, or I don't think I actually can open and close it, but I open and close it myself. This
He
wooden hand.
holds out his hand to yours, says, huh? And takes it and looks at the crafting of the finger and how it bends at the knuckle. He looks at it and gives you a smile and a nod.
Charlie.
Antonio. And he looks in the back corner out another door in this room and says, Sebastiano!
There we go.
And you hear footsteps coming downstairs towards the room. And you see a man enter. Another man, a tall, thin man. It seems to be in his late 20s, but you gather that only from looking at him for an extended moment because he looks older than that. He leans heavily on a cane, a cigarette dangling from his mouth. All of you make a spot hidden roll, if you would.
Ooh. And what was Mr. Comanche's name again?
The one that you just spoke to was Antonio.
Hard success.
Success
Hard
for me
success
as well.
as well.
Hard success.
All of you
Good job,
notice.
girls.
Girls.
Oh wait, what is Bert? Bert. Success. Just regular success.
One of the
All
girls.
of you notice that he has a prosthetic leg. As he's coming down, leaning on the cane, as he gives a great bellowing vein popping on his forehead as he looks at all of you. We'll go to a crossroads in this moment. The crossroads is, what kind of guy is Sebastiano? Friendly or bitter? Vote friendly or vote bitter?
Interesting.
Interesting.
What was, I have a note here that's incomplete as they are. Plague in the city after Napoleon's troops came through. I remember that. The thing removed. And then I have an arrow pointing into it and I said, particularly fucked up in left leg.
Yeah. Everyone had like a pain in the left leg, and that's why we're looking for the left leg.
Okay.
Or at least I guess it's just
It's the prosthetic.
True. That's good. That's good.
We would recognize though if it was the leg, I think.
Yeah, I think it's not stone. That would be hard to move around in.
True.
Are they stone that we're hearing?
They're porcelain, right?
Porcelain.
Or
I've been imagining hollow-ish for some reason. Those things in the suitcase are like in 1,000 pieces. The hollow porcelain legs.
We're getting friendly.
Friendly is decided.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
As he looks up at you and says, Sebastiano, good morning.
Charlie
Good
Price. Charlie with an I, Price with a Y.
Good morning. As he goes to each of you, good morning. Good morning. Visitors to Venice, welcome. Is there anything that I can help you with?
Yes, I'm assuming that Antonio called you because I really am wanting to speak to Antonio, but it seems like the language barrier is quite
I'm
difficult.
happy to help you. No, I understand. Yes, I wouldn't expect. It's all right.
Thank you, Sebastiano. It really means a lot. Well, the first thing I would love to just say that we are huge fans of Antonio's work, both his doll work and his prosthetic work.
I mean, by all means, I hope that he is not convinced you that it is all him. I do some work myself. It's a family business.
We just didn't know. That's fantastic.
I do not mean to think that I am poking fun.
Okay, yes.
It is a family business, but thank you. We do appreciate that. Yes, I am his son.
You're Gramenci.
Gramenci. Yes.
Lovely.
Well, it's fantastic to meet you. So, Antonio, the first thing I actually may just, or Sebastiano, the first I may just be able to talk to you about. And as I'm doing this, I'm sort of laughing. I'm trying to like charm him even more. He seems friendly, but I'm trying to really get him on our side.
Go ahead and make a charm check.
I'm gonna push it.
How are you gonna push it?
I'm gonna push it by, as I'm speaking, I guess this would suggest a downside, which you can take or leave, but I think as I'm speaking, I'm like stopping myself every once in a while to be like, oh no, sorry, that's not, I'm going crazy. Let me start at the beginning, and then I sort of like jump around, which I think is making me seem cute, and it might make me seem cute. Instead, it might make me seem stupid.
Great.
Sure. Okay.
As you're saying.
It makes me seem cute.
Incredible.
You're so cute.
You're so cute for that.
None of you can deny Clayton seems really cute right now. You can see a smile sort of slowly spreading on Sebastiano's face as he's listening to Clayton, and he listens.
So anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, so the first thing we can ask you probably, which is that we want 2 dolls made. We came all the way out here, perhaps, to get some of your dolls.
Of course, it takes some time to make them, but we certainly have some in the stores if you would like to buy one
Well, we've been
off the
on a
rack.
special quest because we want it one handmade by a Gramenci.
Yes. And you already have some prepared?
We certainly do,
perhaps
yes.
one that's a sailor? Please tell us, please.
I can certainly look. I think that odds are there's probably a sailor in there.
Okay, a sailor, and then what should we do for the wedding?
Do
Maybe.
you know wedding like cake tapas?
Wedding cake that we have done that in the past, yes. Small little doll,
Yeah.
sort of, yes.
That'd be a nice gift.
Yes, if you have one ready.
I can arrange
we need
this,
that
absolutely.
today, unfortunately.
I will do my best. I will have a look.
Otherwise, maybe just like bride and groom themed. If you don't have the little ones.
No, that's all right. As he pauses for a moment, then he looks to Antonio and speaks to him in Italian for a moment. And Antonio gives a nod, stands up, gives a smile and a nod to all of you, and sort of hobbles back and out of the room. As Sebastiano looks you, my father will be taking a look for these things. Is there anything else I can help you with, though?
Well, the second thing, we're studiers of sculpture and art, and as you can see, we're artists. And one of the things that we've been studying is statues of all sorts, and we had heard something about, which we were looking to talk to Antonio about, but you might know something about a man who had a very important statue in the city to him, whose, unfortunately, his grandson had died on Monte Grappa. Do you know to whom I'm speaking of?
What is this that you're holding?
Oh, no, I don't take this out. That's just me. That's Carson.
Okay.
Trying to remember that information.
Yeah.
I definitely don't take this out.
You just said grandson on Monte Grappa.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was lost for a moment. You looking for someone who died on Monte Grappa?
I'm looking for. I had heard of a man who had a sculpture that, and the only information I had heard about him was that he had a son that died on Monte Grappa. But I heard it was a really fantastic sculpture. Do you know anything about that man?
My brother died on Monte Grappa.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know. What is this? What are you leading to? What are you trying to find? This sculpture?
I'm trying to find him in his sculpture. Yes.
I will speak to my father.
All right.
And he leaves the room for a moment.
Can I look around in this room and I don't know, just see what else is going on? If there's anything of note.
Yeah, looking around very clearly, there are books and books and books and books lining the shelves in here. Many of them have on the spines years written, 1912, 1913, 1914, 1915. It seems to be ledgers and things. It seems to be notebooks keeping track of the business, as well as many different papers, sketches, and things around.
What's the year that you wrote on there that you think all this happened?
1918.
Do I see that?
Looking up and around, you can see that there is one book that says 1916 to 1918.
Does it look easily grabbable?
Seems to be up on a shelf.
I want to very quickly flip through it, see if... What am I looking for?
Match the.
Like...
You can see if it matches the writing.
Handwriting?
Is it a handwritten or is it a book?
Handwritten.
Yeah, I'll pull it out and start flipping through it, and
It seems to be a ledger.
with the suggestion from Lady Vera, look at the handwriting, but I'm also just looking for, like, any mention of a leg.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
And you're trying to do this quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to have a penalty die on this library use check.
Ooh, library use.
Or accounting.
Even worse! Stealth?
Stealth, not to find information, no.
But you could hide it. I mean.
Can anyone help me out here?
Can
I
I
get some
help?
set of eyes on here?
You have another set of eyes. You can use another. If you can use a bonus, or you can cancel out the penalty die, bring it to a
Right.
regular roll,
Regular
or
roll.
Lady Vera can
Do you
roll
want me to do library?
with a penalty die herself.
Mine is... mine's 30 now.
Mine. Oh wait, I gotta. Let's see what mine is. Library.
Mine's 44.
Mine is now. Whoa, my library is good. It's
Take it away, girl.
It's
Take it away.
67.
Yeah, I
With a
library?
penalty die. With a penalty die.
With the penalty die.
Yeah.
No.
I can't push it.
You can, but you have to explain how you're going to push it.
I wouldn't risk the consequences. I think if I see them, I say, quickly,
I'm gonna put it back.
hide it or analyze it.
I'm gonna put it back.
So you put it back up on the
gonna
shelf
take it if
as
don't like it.
Sebastiano comes back in.
Oh wait, that's Bert. I was looking at Bert's.
No worries.
Bert
Yeah.
did it.
Oh yeah,
Bert took a look.
Bertha.
Bert and June unable to find whatever
you're like,
information
wow.
you were
I was
looking
like,
for.
wow, I have a 67
here.
for library use.
As Sebastiano walks back in, and you were saying you are following something about a man whose son was killed on Monte Grappa. And the
His
sculpture,
grandson, yes.
his grandson.
And in his wake, or in the wake of his death, he was mourning a statue that had emotional significance to him. I have a sculptor friend in town who told me about seeing this sculpture for the first time and being awestruck by it, and I want to have the same experience.
That. What you are speaking of the sculpture, it doesn't ring a bell for me. I am unclear on it.
Statue? I mean, that's the same.
We make statues, sculptures here, various sizes of dolls. I'm wondering, this is a tale that has been told to you of a statue, of a sculpture that someone else has seen. Here, at the factory?
Would you mind bringing your father back in? I wonder if I might just translate to him directly.
All right. And he walks out and shortly comes in, helping Antonio in. As Antonio looks at you.
Now, Antonio, this might be, or Sebastiano, this might be unusual, but please, if you trust me, please, if you could just translate my words directly.
Okay.
And I look at Antonio and I say, do not be afraid. You mustn't fear, for we are friends, and are wrestling with the same emotions you have wrestled with and may still wrestle with. We're here to help in any way. And I hand Antonio, not Sebastiano, this note.
Wouldn't it be Antonio's father who wrote this?
As you hand it to Antonio,
He said his brother.
both Antonio and Sebastiano's eyes widen, looking at it.
The note says, "My dear Marco died," which I assume is his son. So it's Sebastiano's
I think it's
brother.
his grandson.
Grandson is the other guy.
Okay.
His the guy who gave the leg to, his grandson died with Marco.
Okay.
His dear Marco. So I'm assuming his son.
As Sebastiano has translated all of this to Antonio, and Sebastiano looks up at you. Where did you find this?
You know where.
I'm so sorry. I really do not. I do not know what the meaning of this. This is our family seal on this.
Did you write that?
I did not write this.
Does
And,
Sebastiano
he looks and
see it?
Sebastiano. This is Sebastiano speaking. As Sebastiano turns to Antonio and speaks in Italian, and Antonio shakes his head and looks, and Sebastiano looks at it. This, and he goes up, and he pulls down the book, 1916 to 1918. Opens it. Opens it and puts it next to him. This is his handwriting. This is my grandfather Marco write this. What sacred place did he violate?
I would be honest.
I'm not sure if I am in a position to say, but if you may help us, I think you may be able to have the spirit of your grandfather lay in peace. We're looking for this man who received this gift from him.
He's looking at the ledger. He says, what can I say? This does not ring a bell. It is... it does sound like my grandfather, that you would, quote-unquote, violate a sacred place to find something. And ask for forgiveness for it. And you look over and you see Antonio's cheeks are bright red, and he's just got his face in his hands as Sebastiano looks up at you and says, but this is not, again, ringing a bell for either me or my father, but in terms of the statue, my brother did die in Monte Grappa, and my brother shared a name with my grandfather, Marco. As he kind of slides over the book, the ledger, and says, if there is anything in this book that is helpful for you, this is the ledger that he kept when he was in charge of the factory. My father was away working on a munitions factory near the front, and I was at war, but he was in charge of the factory until he died in 1918. So if there is anything about him making something, giving it away, it is possible that he has put it in here.
Thank you. This means a lot to us. We are very excited, not only for this amazing piece, but for your amazing pieces. And did you find the sailor and the cake top?
Oh yes, we actually have them right over here. And so Antonio comes around and has a fully wrapped box, two different boxes, one with the sailor, a small sailor boy in it, and another a small box with two wedding toppers.
Fantastic. I'll pay and I'll deal with all this. If you can analyze, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would be wonderful.
Analyze it.
So you go looking.
That was a great.
Bertha, please. Bertha.
With
yes.
Faye's help
Yes.
of translating the Italian and everything, looking through this, you look through.
Bertha with a U.
No, Bert has an E.
No,
Bert
Charlie
has
with
a-
an I.
Oh,
Bertha, yeah.
Most of the books in here, the ledgers, have 1 year on them. 1912, 1913. This one has 1916 through 1918. And immediately you'll recognize why. It's because the records were not kept very well during Marco's tenure. The 3 years are bound into one book. Some entries totally dry up. Some orders and different things that you see the beginning of and not the end, or the end of and not the beginning of it. People are identified by nicknames and initials as you're looking through. You can kind of identify that this is partly because perhaps there was some black market, some under the table dealing with some statue sales, some doll sales. But as you are looking, you do find some entries that are of interest to you, and I will give those to you.
Take one down, pass it around, hand the ledger to Bert with a U.
I will interrupt after the first entry, which is that from November to the December of 1917, there are no entries, and you find stuffed in the book a yellowed telegram announcing that Marco Gromanci was officially missing in action on the slopes of Monte Grappa on November 22nd.
18?
November 22nd, 1917.
During the storm, friends told me an odd freak of lightning struck.
Bert,
Yes.
please.
Yes. Okay.
Bertha.
The whole group.
Okay, Bertha.
I'll start with September 1917. It is terrible that materials are so scarce, and those that exist are devoted to the war effort. Surely a little clay and wax can be donated to the little girls of Venice? December 29th, 1917. A terrible blizzard is raging over Venice. We can be thankful that such storms have put an end to the Austrian and German advance until the spring at least. During the storm, friends tell me an odd freak of lightning struck the campanile of the Palazzo Rezzoniani. I must go and see my old friends in the clock tower to see if they are still Hale and well. January 15th, 1918. I have bad arthritis flaring in my left leg. I have never troubled with such affliction before. I am sure it will quickly heal, as I have prayed to my namesake, Saint Marco. March 15th, 1918. I have just heard from Signor Rezzianati has died. The poor soul's body was not found for some days. He was such a recluse. God grant I did right.
Wait, what did that say? He said...
God grant he was such a recluse, like a recluse.
And he was saying that he had to go check on his friends at the...
God grant... the Palazzo Rezzoniani.
But I think that's
in
the
that
friend.
conversation.
That's the friend.
Yes, the end of it says, I hope I gave him peace.
I think we gotta go to that clock tower.
Signor, what's his name?
I can't say it.
Rezzoniani.
Rezzoniani.
Is it also the Piazzo Rezzoniani?
Palazzo.
Palazzo. What's that? Like palace?
Yeah. It would be the estate.
Okay. So Marco went to their house to check in on them.
Yes, and then it also says April 9th, 1918. Grandfather Marco died this day of old age, pain, and grief. God rest his soul.
Well,
and so the bit that was talking about the Rezzoniani's place, was he saying it's near a clock tower? What was that?
No, they said a lightning struck the camp. What's a campanile?
Campanile. It's
campanile.
Roughly like the tower.
Oh, so it's lightning struck it, and I must go see my old friends in the clock tower to see if they are still hale and well.
Do you know anything about that? Perhaps Signor Rezzoniani, do you think that he could be the recipient of this statue that we have heard so much about?
I have never heard of Rezzoniani. I have not. But the clock tower, I imagine maybe they are speaking of automatons. These moving statues that work for the chiming of the bells.
What? That sounds right. That would be a fantastic sight to see. And we shall see it, probably. Thank you, sir. Mwah, mwah.
Of course, and he gets the money from you as well.
Yes. How do I pay him? Just
let's say your daily is good.
I'll give him my money.
Thank you very much. It was very interesting to meet you all.
Where's the note from? Not that one. Not that one.
Not that one.
The invite to the thing.
All our little papers.
It's insane how many papers. It's like insane how many papers.
Saint Marco 222.
Where's the paper you?
Yes, San Marco District is what you would imagine from that address. As Antonio gives a nod and departs the room and goes and joins the card games that are out in the foyer. As Sebastiano looks at all of you and says, "But it was a pleasure. Very interesting conversation."
Yes. For us as well, and thank you so much for the dolls. So, do you think that we should go?
Walking out back past all the veterans playing cards and past out into the campo, you can still see the young students at the cafe drinking and speaking with each other. Dark clouds overhead as morning is getting on to late morning as you're all walking and talking.
What's looking for? Yes.
So do you think we should go to the party now, or do you think we should go to the palazzo?
S. Marco 222.
That's district.
Random.
That's the district.
Yeah, but it's just random. We got another Marco on our hands.
Well, Marco is a person named Marco is marrying Susanna. Is he not?
We were in St. Marco's Basilica.
Oh, that's what it is. Yes.
Right. A lot of Marcos.
But who's Marco Rossi?
That's the guy who was impaled.
Impaled. Lots of Marcos.
And we got a Rossini.
Okay. Marco Rossi was the other husband-to-be that was impaled on a spike.
Yes.
Alberto Rossini is the other husband-to-be betrothed to my lesbian lover.
Marco 2 is the grandfather who died the mysterious night of the thunderstorm.
S. Marco 222 is a church.
Marco 3 is the man who died on that battlefield whose brother
is named Antonio.
Case
1.
We're there.
Almost, yeah.
Well-
We're there.
Amazing.
I say we go to the party.
Yeah, what time is it?
Bird is like,
It's late morning. Late morning at this point.
All right.
Should we pretend that we all are girls? You're my ladies' mates.
Sure.
You're my ladies' mates.
I'm not sure we're going to be able to dismiss the fact that June knows them.
Maybe
No,
she's
I
my
don't think so.
maybe she's my driver.
His namesake is Saint Marco, and it's Saint Marco Basilica. Is that what you just said?
We were in St. Marco Basilica.
Like
right?
something.
That's where we
Maybe
found
I'm just having trouble with the culture.
No, Marco.
Marco.
Maybe I'm just having trouble with the
Party!
Marco is a designer, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
What time is it?
It's late morning.
Late morning.
Ooh.
Oh, we should go to the party now.
Okay.
All right.
Party down.
And then we gotta figure this shit out.
Leaving the Campo del Bambino, you make your way to another gondola and course your way through the city. The smell is still lingering in the air, but the tide beginning to turn as fresher water is coming in. Fewer people on the streets and out in the boats as you make your way south and turn in via the sort of myriad spidering rios that make your way to the northern end of the San Marco districts, north of the piazza. And you make your way to the address that you were given. And as you begin to arrive, we're going to go to a crossroads.
We're going to the party.
Okay, yeah, that's what I hoped. I wanna see
Crossroads
what the
5-player?
hell's
But did you hear about the clock tower?
No, what?
We believe that the leg might have been repairing a statue on the clock tower
The
that rises
automaton?
the automatons.
I heard about.
Oh,
the
you heard about
automaton.
that? Okay.
I didn't know that we
Crossroads
thought maybe
is-
it was.
Oh,
How
that's
is the
just what I'm
party?
thinking.
Well
Oh, yeah.
attended, vote well, or sparsely attended, vote sparsely.
Well, ladies, might I suggest that I take the lead on this one?
No, of course, please.
You two will be my ladies' mates, and you will be my driver.
All right, I'm
Wait.
telling you this right now. They're gonna know who I am.
Yeah, wait,
I'm a
what?
mile
But
away.
the thing is,
We're
I
being
did-
ladies' mates?
Yes!
Is that what you're excited about?
And Bert, you are my ladies' maid as well.
Like we made it?
I will introduce you as how you are. But I will say that the reason that we're traveling together is because you are accompanying me through a travel through Europe, and you are my personal driver.
All right,
You know
I'm
how
not
to drive
sure
a
that
car?
this is a great idea. I don't think that they know who we are. I don't think that us lying about who we are sets a good tone for us walking in here.
How would they know who we are?
They got a letter to us at our hotel that says our traveling friends.
Yeah, you're right. But
I love a little scheme.
I'm probably in the middle of you two. I think there's no way they don't know who you are.
Yeah.
But I do think that they don't know who we are. Technically, we could be whoever, but I do think
I don't think
it
so.
will be focused on who you are. Probably.
I feel as though if they know what hotel we're at, I wouldn't be surprised if they've sent henchmen just sneaking out at our place.
That's where I'm at. I think that they probably know who all of
Yeah.
us are. I don't think it hurts if we need to have a ladies' maid moment. Like, I don't think that's gonna hurt anything, but I don't
Yes.
think we should lie about who I am.
It's sparsely, by the way.
Sparsely, as you pull up in the gondola and round a corner, you see a beautiful courtyard of a building right up against the canal here. A small dock there for gondolas to pull up, and beautiful Romanesque columns going up towards this house. A couple of stories tall, an older house, very, very lovely, large glass doors opening into it and out onto this sort of lawn coming out. We can see that there are several tables set up, wrought iron chairs and different things, canapes being served by a wait staff, and small glasses of champagne and different things. There's a small table with a few different gifts on it, and you see several people here. First, you see Susanna. You can see that she is in a white, almost flapper dress with a small little jacket around her shoulders. Her hair down her back, the blonde hair, and she's in conversation with two people next to her, one being recognizably Francis Lowell, her father, this balding man with trim mustache, and next to him, a taller man, this Italian man with dark hair swept straight back, trim mustache, and a fine suit on. This man who you saw speaking to her mother when you first arrived at the Hotel Daniele. And besides, you see three, maybe a fourth around a corner, men, all of them dressed in black military shirts. And you can see that accompanying three of them are finely dressed women as well, who have sort of gotten together and are having conversations with each other. It's fairly quiet. There is a string trio playing in a corner as the music sort of comes off and drifts onto the canal as your gondola pulls up to the address that you gave, and all eyes turn towards the five of you.
Oh, fabulous.
As
All eyes.
Ladies, eyes up, chins up, tits out. Let's go.
as you press forward
Let's go, dude.
onto this shore, first thing is hearing the sound of June. Susanna calling out to you and waving to you, and coming out or immediately speed walking towards you and taking your hands off the boat and saying, "I'm so happy that you came. I'm so happy that all of you came. This is very lovely. It's great to make all of your acquaintance."
Yeah. Susanna, are you sure it's okay with your father that we're here?
They said that. Yes. I it's all water under the bridge, I think, at this point. It's
Blood in the mouth.
I know. Well, that
maybe.
water under that bridge is
Yeah.
murky.
Susanna, did you tell your father about what we talked about on the bridge, or? Sorry, this is Vera. This is Lady Vera.
I was very confused. Please go. Keep going, please.
No. It's an honor to meet you, Lady Vera.
We were just trying to figure out how they
how
figured out
is
where we
this
were. Like, did you?
I spoke with my mother. I spoke with her, and we had a conversation with the boys, and they seemed to be amenable to it, and I wanted you to be here. I wanted to say hello to you again, and I hope that's okay. But I please make yourselves comfortable, and there's all sorts of interesting people here, government folk, all that. But there's lovely food and lovely drink. Our house is your house. This is Alberto's house. But
Oh, I see.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well, thank you so much. I'm Charlie Price. Charlie with an I, Price with a Y.
Charlie, it's lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you as well.
I'm Faye, hi.
Lovely to meet you and the lady and yourself, sir.
Yes. Oh, it's she.
But Bertha.
This is Bertha. It's
Bertha, and yourself, ma'am. As she shakes hands with Bertha and looks at you and gestures you in, and as she leads you all up onto this lawn, Francis and Alberto are looking at you, June. Francis is not smiling, gives a nod to you, and Alberto gives you a wide smile and comes out to you and puts out his hand and says, "June Kleeman, is that right?"
That's exactly right. You must be Alberto.
I am Alberto.
Rizzini, the
I am
lucky
Alberto.
guy.
I am the one. Yes, it is.
Congratulations to the both of you.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot. It is a pleasure to meet you. I have heard a lot about you, and when June said that she wanted you to be present and that you were in town, I simply must make it happen. So I'm happy that you make it here. And
Susanna, that's very sweet. Thank you.
of course. And Francis sort of side eyes Alberto and side eyes Susanna and holds out his hand to you. June,
Mr. Lowell?
I hope that we can all celebrate here. Have a lovely week.
Far away from Boston. No problem.
very far. I'm gonna get a drink.
Hey, Mr. Lower, can I come with you?
Of
I'm
course.
rather parched myself.
And he offers his arm to you to help you to the
Yes, you must
table.
tell me all about your businesses in Boston.
Of course. And as they walk off in that direction, Alberto comes with a tray of drinks for the rest of you. And says, it was very lovely to hear that friends of June are a friend of June and friends of hers were in town. What brings you to Venice?
We're artists.
city? Well, it is a lovely city for that.
Yes, certainly. And a lovely city for weddings. So
A perfect city for weddings. Yes, it's a bit pungent in the past couple of days.
Yes, what's been
Apologize
happening?
for that. Our city is not being as welcoming as it could. The tide is generally a bit stench-filled,
Poopy?
but a bit poopy is one way that you can say it. Yes, poopy. But it has been some sort of wind or something is bringing in far worse air. It's a bit strange, but I hope that is not turning you off completely. There is much history and much art here. The roots go deep.
we've already met. We met the famous. We have something for you actually. We met.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if you can guess who it is. And I take out the cake topper.
As you take it out,
is
it
for
has
you.
a little cutout in it. As he looks at it, is this a Gramanchi original?
It's a Gramanchi original, yes.
Did you? You are American. You are a tourist here. How do you know about the Gramanchi family?
Well, we're artists, so we dabble.
I underestimate you. I will not do that again.
Yeah.
This is
Be careful of that.
beautiful. This is beautiful. Thank you, from my heart. Thank you. This will be lovely. We were going to use some paltry, I don't know, for the top flowers or something. This will be certainly front and center.
I'm glad you could use it. Yes, I mean we've been making our rounds. The Gramanchis. Next we're actually looking at the Rosonianis, if you know them. We're actually looking to see their collection as well.
The Rezzoniani, they
Yeah.
are... I do not know them to be art collectors, nor did I know them to be alive, I will be honest, as he goes and sets them down on a table. And,
They're all dead.
The family is gone. I believe the last of them died sometime during the war.
Well, who were they? We've heard so much about their collection.
They were, rich folks. They were ivory tower sorts. There are many of those sort of families in Venice. It is stock in trades, but things are changing.
Did they have anything to do with the clock tower at all? What was that? Vera's gone. Vera's schmoozing.
There are many clock towers in Venice. I'm not entirely sure, but
The San Marco. June, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That we would have heard in that reading.
At the Palazzo
Rosoniani, that must be their palace, but there's
It
that.
just says I gotta
There's
go
the
see.
steeple or whatever that thing's called.
The Campile or Campile.
Pile.
Capile, the bell tower.
Yes, the bell tower. Did they have anything to do with that?
I imagine maybe they would have one if they have a fine palazzo, but it is not something that I'm familiar with. There are many campaniles, but I have not visited this one in particular. I apologize. I wish that I could be a better tour guide, but you will be visiting there.
No, sorry. Of course I'm a classic American. I'm turning your wedding into my tour guide. So
Please,
Enjoy your
all the
night.
converstion is very boring right now. It's very interesting to meet people who are out of the ordinary.
great. Thank you. Thank you for the drink. Yes.
Yes, well, of course. We are soaking in this city as much as we can, and right now it is fairly soon we'll be picking up our roots and planting them in the capital. It is a different experience there, but much history as well. A little less smelly, but you'd be surprised.
While they were talking, I peeled off to go get a drink, and I'm looking around for the guy I saw at the water.
Great.
Yeah, hairless.
Two hair
And
McGee.
you're at the drinks as well.
Go ahead and make a spot hidden check, and meanwhile, Lady
I'm
Vera,
with
Francis Lowell is bringing you over and says it seems like they have some sort of, I don't know, like it tastes like licorice
God.
sort of cocktail, and champagne as
I'll
well.
take whatever is available. But,
All right.
Mr. Lowell, I have to be surprised. I'm a little surprised by your invitation.
And why is that?
Well, I didn't expect it. What do you think?
Well, I didn't expect it myself.
Well, who gave you permission?
I gave myself permission to invite a friend of my daughter's that she insisted on inviting, and I'm trying to make this week nice for her.
That's such a good father. You know, if my daughter was getting married, I would do the same thing. I don't have any daughters, I have 5 sons, so I don't know the experience, but...
Took a bit of poking from the wife, but here we are.
You know, when
This guy.
my husband is unchanging, never moving, how did she do it? From one wife to one wife, how did she get you? Because I'm assuming, from what I've experienced from traveling with June, who was my accompaniment on an artist retreat, that it seems like there is a little bit of history between Susanna and Miss June, clearly.
Is that so?
Well, it just doesn't seem like June wants to talk about her, but it seems like Susanna's interested in June.
Interested? How?
I was a friend, I would assume. Maintaining a friendship, I assume.
Sure. Yes, they have always been friends. Did they talk to you about that? Or did you see something?
No, I didn't see anything. Did you?
No.
I don't know, it's kind of grave times we're having in Venice, you know. So you never know what you see.
Go ahead and make a persuade check.
You never know what you see.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh! Well, it's a success.
A success.
It's a barely success. I now have a 29 and I got a 28.
So he looks at you and he picks up a drink himself and turns and kind of casts his gaze over the party, and he leans in towards you and says, "Oh, lady, I imagine that you are head of an esteemed house yourself, so you can imagine that one tries to maintain an understanding of their family, their estate, and you can only get so far asking them questions. Sometimes you have to go outside of it. I would love your help with this, if there's something that you know
About your daughter.
about herself and June."
Oh, I know nothing. I promise you that. All that I've seen from June is that she misses a friend. And it seems like there was a bit of a tiff between you and June where you decided that they should not be friends with each other anymore. That's all I've heard. And I assure you, I do not hold any malice towards you. June is an acquaintance of mine. We are traveling together. But I am a little bit of a curious cat, aren't I?
I find that as age comes for me as well, my memory starts fading. It's difficult for me to remember exactly what argument there was between the two of them. But
Can I
it's
do
behind us now.
Can I check?
Do a psychology roll.
Yeah, I got a lot of that. No, I failed. Oh wait, no. No, I'm not gonna push it.
It's inscrutable as he turns away and is just looking out over the party. Well, shall we return to the party?
Yes. Well, if your memory is fading, maybe hold off on liquor. Apparently, that doesn't help.
I find quite the opposite.
Because when I have memories of my child, I hold them quite closely to my heart.
Right. Lady Vera, it's been a pleasure.
Mr. Lowell.
And he walks away. So he walks away. What are you doing?
I walked to go get a drink and was trying to be inconspicuous and look around, but Based on how it was when we pulled up, I think I found pretty quickly that when I looked around, everyone's eyes were on me. Or us. So I pushed.
Okay.
And got an extreme success.
Extreme success.
So seeing that people were looking at us, I decided to just grab a drink and look back and look around.
Yeah.
I'm looking for my guy.
Looking around, you don't see Giuseppe, is his name, the police officer of that night. You don't see...
Wait, no.
I'm looking for old two hair. I'm looking for something that
The
looks
vampire.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's right.
You remember?
Looking around...
Too long teeth.
I'm looking for Nosferatu.
You do not notice a figure. Everyone here, you can see that their hair is exposed. You can see everyone's features, even if they had some sort of disguise on it. You would gather, unless they look completely different, you are not picking up on them. In the extreme success, you do notice that Hannah is not here. She's not present.
Okay.
As you're standing in the corner, looking out on this, Alberto comes over to you with his drink and just raises it. Cheers.
Cheers.
And stands next to you,
You.
taking a sip. To all of us, you are very close with Susanna. She has told me you were one of her closest friends.
Yeah, I mean, we used to be closer, but...
She told me that there was some trouble with the family. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
He is a tough man.
That is putting it lightly.
Yes, he is.
You have trouble with him too?
I will see.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
Thus far, so far, so good. I think that he values some things that I happen to have. Money, professional, whatever. But that is luck on my part. I'm in his good graces for now.
Right.
It is Susanna who I care more about staying in the good graces of. I find that she is distant in the past couple of days, and I know you are visiting. You are. What I'm trying to say is, this is a lot to ask from you, but if you find out anything about how she is feeling, I would appreciate if you told me.
All right, well, I'll let you know, but could just be, wedding nerves. She's always been, surely you know, she's very smart, more independent than you might think. Maybe she's just struggling with, I don't know. Maybe she's just nervous. I don't know.
That's what I assume as well. I think that it will be fine in time. Is the smell in the air does not help the stomach. Perhaps she is a little sick, and weddings are, they are emotional affairs. It is a lot and happening a bit fast.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you are correct. It will be okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, June.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm gonna walk back over to my friends.
Great. Going back over, as time is getting on, there's a bit of rumbling
that he seems nice.
in the clouds above, a bit of thunder rumbling as you go over to your friends, and Alberto comes in front of everyone. Says, it seems that a storm is perhaps brewing. This has been a lovely affair. I look forward to seeing you all. Perhaps at the wedding in a week from now. For those of you who are invited, I look forward to seeing you. For those of you who have not yet been, let this be my invitation to you. You are most welcome to join.
Can I ask one question?
Of course.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for that lovely gesture. Where is Mrs. Lowe?
Mrs. Law, Hannah is under the weather.
Is there any roses nearby?
Any roses nearby? Looking around, there are bouquets of flowers around, so there are roses.
Do they have thorns on them?
Looking over, you pluck one up, and it does have a couple of thorns on
Oh,
it.
this is gorgeous. Oh! I'm gonna prick my finger a little bit.
Oh,
See if any fangs come out.
Yeah.
are you okay?
Oh, yes. Queen! Yes. I'm gonna look around, see if anybody's
Tweaking.
Perking up.
working, chirping like a...
Go,
Chirping like a-
go ahead and make
like
a
a-
psychology roll.
Talking like a.
Okay, this time I'm going to use a luck. I'm at 73, and I'm going to use a luck to go. I'm 74. My psychology is 73.
73. Okay. So you can use one luck.
I'm gonna use one
to
luck.
get to 73.
Yes.
And with successful psychology, looking around, everyone is staring at you. Just in the pure confusion of you having addressed the room, gotten attention, and then plucked a flower from a bouquet and immediately cut yourself on it.
And then
There are couples that are kind of looking at each other and whispering to each other as Alberto says, "Let me get you a bandage of something."
No.
Are we still wearing our garlic wreath?
Yeah.
That's a bit.
Literally, Eric.
Looking around, no one seems to be smelling the blood or anything that seems off kilter about
No,
the
I just
blood.
look like a crazy woman.
As,
The lady
Alberto
here
says,
starts losing her
can
mind.
I help you?
No! No, you cannot help
Are
me.
you sure?
Barking now.
Sorry. I'm just a little. I'm just. But, fa. Get me another drink.
Imagine though if it was different. Imagine though if he like scanned the audience and then suddenly a man in in a trench coat holding a champagne glass was like, "Why are you all looking at me?"
Oh my god.
Get your drinks, and it seems like the party is closing out at this point as Alberto and Susanna are shaking hands with everyone at the door. Francis nursing yet another drink into the side. As what are you all doing?
If a moment, like, if there's ever a chance that they're saying their goodbyes to people separately, that I can talk, like, grab just Susanna. But if it doesn't arrive, yeah. That's what I'm watching for.
Sure, man. Alberto gets lost in conversation with one of the men dressed in black shirts as Susanna is speaking with someone else, a wife of a black shirt who departs, a woman. And she's left alone for a moment, and you're able to come up to her. She looks at you and smiles.
Well, I guess we're gonna head out.
I hope to see you a week from now.
Yeah.
I just
I
realized.
hope to see your mom there. I heard she's under the weather.
She's just feeling a little sick, and just kind of seems like maybe the air or something. Just a low-grade fever. Seems like. I know. Thank you for. No, she'll be fine.
Grab her arm. Susanna, you can be honest with me. Is she all right?
I think so. She's just a little sick. Honestly, she is. I'm just anxious, I think.
Yeah.
But it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, June. She reaches up her hands and gives your hand a light squeeze on her arm, and then
I'll
steps
give her
back.
the little kisses on my cheek, and when I'm on the other side away from everyone else, I'm saying, "You look very beautiful."
You can see her cheeks go bright red as she backs away and she looks down. And so you can see her trying to conceal a smile. She looks down.
I'll see you at the wedding.
She gives a nod.
So, I was reading the Orient Express handbook.
At the party.
The whole time.
Well, should we get on our gondola and leave?
Yeah.
Does anyone else
Yes,
want to say
well,
goodbye to anybody else?
but we must be very close to. Apparently, there's a campanile at the Piazza San Marco, which is just right outside. Right, we're at the Piazza San Marco,
You are near the Piazza San Marco. You are just north of it.
and it's one. They may be ascended by lift for the price of 1 franc. I'm like, while we're here, why don't we just
I got
go
a
up? It provides a
friend
refreshing
burning
view
hole
of the
in my
city.
pocket. Yeah.
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 However, the visitor advised to leave well before the bell ringing time, as the cacophony of all 5 bells at full swing seems loud enough to drive one insane.
We're already crazy, so. Also, I just realized I used bird psychology for all of that.
That's okay. Yeah. Bertha and Vera were tag teaming, we'll say.
They're attached at the hip tonight.
How was your mom's leg? They want to know.
Yeah, no, literally, I'm thinking. Or that they're harvesting her the way they were harvesting Susanna. Like making her sick so that somebody can grow a fucking toe.
Right.
I feel
Anyway.
As you all depart, gondolas are arriving to ferry you all on the way along the river as afternoon is arriving here in Venice.
Something's
Go
up.
try to get to her before everyone from the party gets back.
To Hannah?
To Hannah's, yeah.
Are we far from? For some reason, I always think these are all the
She's
same.
gonna be under like guard, lock, and key anyway. What the hell was that party?
Yeah.
Lame.
That was lame.
Yeah, that was lame.
Was it a party
That
or
was
a
weird.
funeral?
That was a really not my kind of party.
No. I understand what you're saying about Mr. Lowell. He is absolutely abysmal.
No, he's detestable. Oh god, I can't stand that guy. You talked to him?
Yes, I did. He seemed very interested in your situation with Miss Susanna, but I did not give anything away, I promise.
Good, yeah.
I think he
Yeah, I
has
bet he was.
way too much interest in you, but seems to forget all the details.
It's convenient.
Something seems wrong with him.
Yeah. The dude's bad news. Thank you for keeping the other night close to chest.
Absolutely. I would not give that away. I love lesbian love.
Do you? No. Do you, Vera? Have you ever dabbled?
Well,
It's not.
you know, in the...
I saw you writing a letter this morning. You look very impassioned.
Oh, well, it was not that kind of letter. See, when I... you got me a little blushed. When I was a young girl, let's say around the ripe age of... marrying age, around 15, 16.
A little late, no?
I was a late bloomer out of my peers.
yeah.
But I did have a friend, Claudette.
Oh my god.
And we used to... Well, I think I'm in good company. We used
You're
to...
in just the right company, baby.
We used to kiss each other on the cheek.
Oh! Vera, you are bad.
Wow.
You are bad like that.
You might need a spot in the Free Spirits Artists Collective.
No. But it was quite formative, let's just say.
Yeah.
Wow, and that's who you were writing today.
No, I was writing that absolute hag, Lady Margaret of Chapping Fox, my absolute arch-rival, even though she thinks we're great friends. I invite her to my jubilee every year just because the dress she wears is absolutely hilarious.
Wow.
Exactly.
You need something to laugh at.
Last year she wore this dress that looked like a cherry cordial.
Legit, what is that?
It's like
Sounds bad.
it's like a cherry syrup.
Wouldn't be caught dead in it.
Well,
That was
Okay,
sarcastic.
Well, should we go up the Campanile
Yeah, at least get
Yeah.
a good view.
while we're here?
Go up to Campanile. Great. As
What was that party?
Bad vibes.
Like,
I'm
why
like-
were we invited there?
I'm
did
also
they
like,
just throw it for us, you think?
I don't know, because also I'm like, we are so lost. We have so many clues.
I know, I feel
but-
like we're going in circles.
But nothing is like meshing right
I
now.
know.
Do you feel like that was just a threat? Like it was just like, we see you.
as the gondola is pulled up
Kinda, yeah.
and taken, and you continue through, we're gonna go to a crossroads.
Does it mesh?
Yes,
Do all the
literally.
clues mesh?
I think we're
Do
onto
they
something
figure it
with
out?
this.
Yeah, I do
this.
think we're on top of something.
At
think
least
we're
we know a
close.
name, yeah.
I think we're
On
close.
top of something.
The crossroads is,
Campanile.
for all those killers out there, the crossroads is,
What is it?
what kind of route does the gondolier take? A safe one, vote safe, or a not so safe one, vote not.
Root? Oh, shit.
What'd you just say?
Rue?
Couldn't we just walk there?
RuPaul?
Oh, I was thinking Roof Hunger Games.
Oh.
I said
I love
gondola.
that
If you want to, would you?
That's where
this
Well, I did ask. I was like, is
generally.
it right next to each other? And then you
Mama, that's
said like
where we
it's
go.
just north, and I was like, oh okay.
Oh, gotcha.
But now
Well, we can-
now we're on this. But
So fun.
right? Don't you think if it was right north, we would have just walked instead of taking the gondola all around the entire?
Why would we walk?
Well, now we're here. you
Yeah,
know?
now we're here. But
Why would we
Why would we walk? Gogobla.
Now we're here, but keep us safe. Please.
Honestly, I'm
We're
like,
gonna go with
can we do? We might have to go scary just because I'm.
I
Like,
know, so we'll get
Right,
something.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Something, yeah.
But it looks like safe, so.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I think that's probably for the best.
You're right.
Clip.
It's a safe one.
Yikes.
Where are you guys going?
The Campanile.
Campanile. The forgive me. The one that is.
I think in the Piazza San Marco is the thing.
Right.
Can't say it enough. We need to go to Italy
No, seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
together.
Oh well.
Because we're not getting any leads here. We need
No.
to, like, figure it out.
Yeah, we need to
We
go.
need to go.
I'm
Yeah.
going in exactly a month, so
Oh.
I'm pissed.
God, that's incredible. You're doing the Orient Express, and
I am doing the.
That is so cool.
So
I'm
insane.
doing Venice to Trieste. So
I'm furious. It's amazing.
please don't kill Lydia while I'm gone.
Change the name of the show to PDKU.
Lady
as
Vanderpump.
The gondolier takes a turn, and quick gondola ride. You make your way, and you're dropped off near the Piazza San Marco, and make your way into the Piazza's open square. Fewer and fewer people are hanging out here in the various cafes that look out onto here and onto the Grand Canal. But the enormous bell tower is very clear to you, with signs in Italian pointing the way to a small ticketing office where you're able to pay just a small little fee to go up and to be carried up to the top of this bell tower.
1 franc each.
Let's go.
La 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 la.
Yeah.
As you go and make your way to the top, where when the doors open, you can see the enormous bells around you hanging from the rafters up here, the great domed ceiling, and wide vistas. It's very well kept up here. It seems to be regularly visited by many, many people in Venice. There's just 1 or 2 people up here, other tourists that are spending a moment to look out on Venice, and the view from here is extensive. You can see the Alps in the far distance, and below that you can see the lagoon and the Grand Canal and all the different canals interlocking, spidering through the city. Looking down, you can see the top of the Hotel Danieli. You can see the top of your own Hotel Cipriani. You can see the spires of the Basilica San Marco. And there's a moment of quiet as wind blows through here. And you're here.
I'm immediately looking for automatons, statues.
Yeah, what the hell?
I really do think we should be at the Palazzo Reggio.
Oh, really?
Just because it says I must, like, this is a clock tower, but this is not the only clock tower. This is just the most popular.
What does
clock
it say though? Because I think in his diary entry it said that.
It says, a terrible blizzard is raging over Venice. We can be thankful that such storms have put an end to the Austrian and German advance until the spring at least. During the storm, friends tell me an odd freak of lightning struck the campanile of the Palazzo Rezzo Zianelli.
Oh.
I must go and see my old friends in the clock tower to see if they are still hale and well.
Oh.
And friends might not be people.
Ooh.
Are there any
Statues.
like anyone that works here up here?
There's an
Or-
attendant up here.
Automatons.
Excuse me. Do you speak English?
Yes.
We're hoping to see the What is it, Vera?
Oh, the Palazzo Rezzoniani.
Are you able to point that out from up here?
Rizzo Zoniani?
Rezzoniani.
Yes, Palazzo Razzoniani. I think that is an old family palazzo.
Yes,
is that correct?
I heard they have a campanile.
I have perhaps heard of this. Go ahead and make a luck roll, lady.
I was gonna give them a coin.
You can make a luck roll to see if they know. Period.
How about if I give 2 coins?
You can say you can do a luck roll, and yeah.
No, it's
you
a
can
2.
also
I
make
got a
luck.
2. I got a 2.
Work.
I got a 2. I got a 2.
Work.
Take it away.
Meanwhile, can I
it
look
away, Ernie.
for automatons and statues up here?
Hey.
Looking around, it's pretty open up here. It's easy to walk around. It's easy for
I don't know if
tourists.
it's
And
called
looking
camp
around,
now,
you
but
see
I
the
think I'll
large
camp now.
bells. You don't see anything that's in the shape
Like
of a human
camp?
figure.
Like, she's camp.
Uh-huh.
Crocodile on the Nile. Campa Nile.
Yes, this is a very interesting architectural sort of place. The Rettoniani family, I do not believe is a line. It is broken. But if you come over here, and he gestures over to the northwest corner of this bell tower, as he looks out and points in a direction. He produces some small binoculars, and he kind of looks out and points. Gives them to you, Lady Vera, and points. The palazzo is an interesting sort of thing because they built it so that the clock face does not face out like other bell towers. It is one that faces only in towards the courtyard of them, so that only the family could see it. It's a bit selfish of them.
Is
Hi! Oh my gosh, no worries.
Are you good? Are you?
Feeling better?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Is
I also
this
drink some beer. I'm sorry.
the courtyard?
As you pull out a map
Is this the
and
courtyard?
look at it, as he looks out at
Is
it.
this the courtyard?
There was the we got from.
One moment, and I'm going to point out where he points on your map.
The campanile.
Camping.
We're looking for the Red Campanile.
You
seen it?
I feel in it.
Red
You know you're a drive.
Rigatoni.
So you seen it? Oh,
Bertha with you.
Bertha.
As he marks down on your map, round about where he's pointing, right along the canal, the Grand Canal, it says the Rettoniani family. There is a man who caretakes there, but there are occasionally visitors, architectural interest people like yourselves. So I think that if you pay him a few lire, you'll be able to visit if you'd like.
I was actually thinking of buying the place.
If you're thinking of buying the place, well, he is the very same man to talk to about it.
Incredible.
The palazzo.
Will he give us full access then?
I imagine if you pay enough money, then he will give you full access. He's a very nice man. I think that he is.
Okay.
The guy who guards the clock tower.
I see it.
Do you think this?
He gives you a nod and steps to the side to let you all talk amongst yourselves. As you're looking out, and you can see under dark storm clouds now, thunder rumbling overhead, occasional flash of lightning. You can look down and you see this courtyard in the distance, far enough away that you can't tell the details of it, but you can see along one end is a tower that sticks up a little higher than the other roofs.
Well, to the next clock tower then. Clock tower tour.
Clock tower tour.
We found
You go down the lift,
Rigatoni Campeses?
going down, descending back down to the piazza as you look and you can see people are piling in for the afternoon service at the Basilica, the most people you've seen in the city in the past 24 hours, as people are going in desperate to get a seat and to pray. As you pass through the city, still a bit of pungent smell in the air, but you make your way through these canals towards the palazzo. Is that where you're heading?
I think so, yeah.
Very good. Another gondola ride.
Oh, good.
Could we? I mean, we have been told that children who touch the water get sick and die. I feel as though.
Who said that?
Someone said that there were rumors that children touching the water, maybe not death, but that like rumors were flooding the streets that children touching the water get sick. And I'm like wary.
I'm not trying to touch the water.
Do we get a sense of how long it would take to walk versus how long it would take to gondola?
It would probably take an hour or more longer to walk.
I express my reservations, but what do you all think?
What time is it?
It's past noon. At this point, it's about 1 to 2 p.m.
Should we walk?
Well, all the bad stuff we've seen on the gondola has been at night, but
That's true.
I can go either way.
Bertha?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll do whatever.
There's our guy.
What?
There's our guy.
Yeah.
Perhaps should we flip
I
a
feel
coin?
strongly about it. I'm
Yes.
okay to walk, yeah.
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin. Heads. 1,
It's
2,
a
3.
special coin you got there.
Well, it's just a square.
It's a thick
box.
coin.
1 through 3. Walk, maybe.
Yeah.
4 through 6.
Gondola.
It looks like we're walking.
Walking, taking the side streets, narrow passages at some points. It becomes confusing as you are having
Not my
to
kid,
dart through
goodness.
alleys and things. Go ahead and make a navigation check, if you would, to see exactly how long it takes you to make it there.
Navigation. Ooh, that's not good on my part. Anyone else?
I have a 20, but I got an 82.
I got a 68.
Ooh,
I got
you should
40.
definitely do that.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's below it. I got a 10.
I'll allow 2 people to make navigation checks.
40.
Oh,
Ooh,
I did
30.
too.
Let's do it, baby. You have 30?
Oh wait, I thought you had better.
Eric said 2 people
I
can do
was
it.
looking and no,
Okay.
I had above it.
Fail!
Fail.
Fail.
Guess we're getting lost in Venice today.
Yes.
It takes 3 hours. As you get lost and find yourself coming back out onto the Grand Canal, confused about which direction you're facing. Venice is in a sort of gothic beauty right now. Fog coming out now, even in late afternoon, early evening, and drifting across the water. Fog dense enough that it is covering the sun at this point. Yes.
Nope. That's just me
Feeling
thinking.
not so good.
That's just me
The
thinking.
vampires
As
are
you
out.
are
When he's talking
going
specifically about the sun.
between houses, dark alleyways, passing through Romanesque and Gothic arches, crossing bridges. You get lost, double back, retrace your steps, and find your way, taking different passages, until finally you see the Grand Canal. You follow it to this building that you recognize from the top of the bell tower. This sort of enclosed palazzo with a tower with a face facing only in towards the courtyard. You see, this is a beautiful example of 15th century Venetian architecture. It faces onto the Grand Canal. The facade is this sort of faded burnt orange stucco with a lovely gallery on the side, a pattern of Gothic curved and pointed arches surmounted by circles containing equilateral crosses. This palazzo has 3 floors and this clock tower, maybe 5 floors high, facing in. And there is a large gate to enter into the courtyard with a small building off to the side of it.
Oh no, sorry. I was like, was this the clock tower? Well, we were in Constantinople with the 7th floor for the prequel.
Right. Yeah.
But we started in Venice, didn't we? Or no, we were always in Constantinople. Oh, right, okay.
Hello. Is there anybody here?
You look over and the gate is closed.
Hey, hello. Is there
anybody
seems
here?
to be locked. Lanterns are unlit in the courtyards, but there's a small lamplight coming from this small building that's attached to the outside. So you go and knock on the door, and a sort of hunched over man with short white hair comes over and opens it. Is he?
Do you speak English?
No.
Nor.
At all?
No.
This is my
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
It's giving vampire Winston.
Let him know that I'm looking to buy this house.
I will say, the esteemed Lady Vera, Fistmuch Wankington of Coxworth,
Duchess of Coxworth.
excuse me, Duchess of Coxworth, is interested to put in an offer on your home.
Go ahead and make an Italian check.
Yeah, that's right.
Also, as we were walking, could I potentially try to first aid?
Oh, bitch. Extreme.
Oh,
Extreme success.
wow, your timing
Whoa.
is so good.
Wow.
Snaps.
I'm gonna try to first aid.
check it.
Fist aid.
One of the 17
Yeah,
million
don't
bumps
check
on Faye's head.
What?
I'm trying to first aid because you took
While
2
I'm
damage.
talking.
No, as we're
As they're
walking,
walking.
for 3 hours. Just because
Taking
I fear
breathers
we're gonna
from getting
fight
lost
something
in
and
the
you're gonna
city.
die.
You do, man. You put some ice
How
on
much,
it.
how much health do you guys have?
I have full health.
11, 10.
I only have 7, but
I have 7 too, but. Well, you first aid me, I'll first aid you.
As you say
well,
this,
I didn't get hurt, so I can't. first
Oh,
aid.
I see.
but you can first age.
Yeah.
Faye. As you say this with an extreme success in Italian, he goes, "Oh, that is wonderful news! You are looking to purchase the palazzo."
The Lady Vera.
The Lady Vera,
Yes,
yes,
Duchess.
you are a translator, butler,
Yes,
woman.
yes.
Well, it's wonderful to meet all of you.
May I
hope-
introduce my staff, please? This is my translator and personal assistant, Faye. This is my driver, Jude.
There it is.
This is my bookkeep, Bertha. And this is my interior designer and stylist, Charlie.
Buongiorno.
And do you translate all of this?
Of course.
And so,
Extremely well.
he speaks Italian to each of you, and is saying, "Lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you." Well, it is an old building, but it is a beautiful one.
Stunning.
The family has been deceased for several years now, but it still garners a few visits every now and then, just to see the beautiful architecture and everything. It would be, I think, an honor to have it in your collection. May I show you inside?
Hey, may I just suggest that we have absolute scrutiny over the place, as we are thinking of buying it, so we want to check up and down, left and right, 100% fulfilled.
I might add that Lady Vera is prepared to offer an all-cash offer with, but we would have to. We are only stopping in Venice for property for a couple nights. So
And I'll waste no time.
As the interior designer, I need to feel vibes sometimes. I need to feel the energy of the room. So at some point, if we could all group up and hold hands and sort of feel the energy of the room without your presence, that would be lovely.
Whatever leads to you making this purchase, I am about it. I will help you to look around if you
Well, I was trying to get
wish.
us to get every single room access to this place.
Got it.
yeah,
I will.
we're doing our
All the
inspection
closets.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the closets.
I will guide you.
Okay.
As he takes out a huge ring of keys and starts hobbling, limping out of his door and towards the gate where he opens this heavy metal gate. And you are led inside of this courtyard. And you see for the first time the face of the clock 5 stories up. You see it facing in towards where anyone could see it from within this courtyard, from within any of the rooms that are surrounding it, the bedrooms and the halls, the banquet halls, all these sort of things. As you walk into this courtyard, go ahead and make a luck check. A group luck check.
Group.
Group.
Oh, fail.
I fail.
Fail.
Bust.
Whoa.
Success.
Work, Bertha.
Thank you, Bertha. Good to have you back.
Bertha, with your success, as you're walking into this courtyard, you suddenly hear
Oh.
The bells.
sound of bells ringing above your heads. Bertha. Bells are ringing through the city, but you look up and see this clock tower.
Oh,
And
sorry, I just had a thought. Sorry.
It
What's-
calls the vamps.
I don't know, I was like, is the leg the bell in the bell?
As you look up, what you notice is that there is this almost veranda in front of the clock face on the outside, on the exterior. And two large doors to the sides of the clock, which, on the ringing of the bell, open. And you see two figures. Come out, sliding out onto the veranda. You can't make out their features from here, but you can see that they're holding items as they move their limbs towards each other, facing each other, heads turning towards each other, and you see one of them reach back and swing whatever it's holding towards the one next to it, and the head of that one slides back onto the back, and the two figures, and the doors close, and they're no longer on the outside of the tower.
As
Did
that
they look human?
They looked to be human.
Whoa.
Real humans or like fake humans?
They look to be like autonomous.
I would say that is whatever your judgment of that was.
could I have, if this bell started ringing and we were looking up, could I sort of just want to feel the suitcase, see if it's responding in any way.
Go ahead and make a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
Our freaking suitcase that we're taking everywhere.
Nothing's getting heavy. We're gonna get wheels.
Okay, that's a failure.
Do you relay any of this?
I mean, we're still with the guy. Probably not right now, but I like look startled. I think that you guys would, and then I look around to see, you guys see that kind of vibes,
No. Maybe we should.
Well, that's certainly the
Or the
piece de
top.
resistance of the whole place, isn't it?
I suppose so. It is. They were beloved. The figures, the statues.
Tell him we like to go there.
This is the most important part of the house. Can we immediately start at the top and come down?
I have not cleaned up there in a long time. I cannot make it up the stairs at this point with my
we were happy to
arthritis.
go without you.
I
I assure you, you're with a lady.
go make a credit rating check.
Work. Oh no.
Please.
Blew it out of the water.
Extreme success.
Yeah.
I got a 12.
Don't you ever tell her.
It is,
Eric.
If I get a 92, like 91 or up, I fail.
Wow. And
And
then you
then it's
just
like,
have to.
go ahead and push.
Yeah. I'll push it.
yeah.
So I got you an
It's,
extreme success.
This man looks to you and then looks back to you, Faye, and says, "Whatever that you need."
I assure you, the offer, if you get one, will be above anything you could ever
Fierce.
imagine.
As he, trembling hands, holds out the ring of keys to you and says, "I will be in my home. Whatever questions you have, or if you would like me to lead you anywhere else, please let me
Thank
know."
you so much.
He
These
wants to make
keys
this
don't
sale.
look like the keys I've been getting, right? Just randomly.
You quickly
But-
look through the jingling. These look more like classic sort of castle tower keys, like the long neck and the edge of them. They do not look similar.
snack on these.
Terrifying.
Well, up we go.
Let's go.
Yes. And I did succeed on that first aid check, so
Oh.
Does Faye heal 1?
1 hit point.
Thank you,
I would like to take stock of where that guy goes.
You see him walk out and open the wrought iron gate and
back
close
to his
it,
little-
and he goes takes a left as he kind of limps over and limps back into his home. As you all walk towards this tower, heavy, tall wooden doors in front of you with a padlock on them.
Keys. Try your keys.
Oh, okay. Well, let's start with this one. And I start just trying the keys. Yeah.
As you go through each of them, cling, 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 it takes a few tries before and you hear it come off. You take the padlock off and open into a dark area. As you look inside,
Uh-oh.
the dark storm clouds overhead have turned this late afternoon, now evening,
Oh.
into a dark
Here
one.
we go.
The length of time it took to get here means that the sun is already setting even behind this fog and clouds as shadow completely covers this courtyard, and you look inside an even darker room.
For not doing his
And if
creepy
you'd
little
gotten
adventure,
here-
side adventure on the gondola.
If you'd gotten here earlier, then
That was
it
the
might
killers.
have been okay.
And looking in, you can see that there is a main sort of chamber in the center, and going around the sides, going up. You can see 4, maybe 5 flights of stairs going up and up and up. Upon immediate look, you can see that there is only just faded dim light coming in through narrow, sort of almost like arrow slit windows. Narrow windows out here with gargoyles on the outside. These stairs, as you approach them, do not look like the comfortable, nice and wide enough room for your feet, a fine grade sort of stairs of the 20th century. These are centuries old. The depth of them is sometimes not even enough for your full adult human foot to
Vera, I hope
fully
you're
land
not
on.
actually thinking about buying this place.
Oh heavens no! After seeing 2 bodies absolutely dismembered by what we're assuming to be vampires, I will not purchase this place.
Very good.
But let the old man hold on to hope.
Yes.
I think those were like robots, love. Up on, is that what you're talking about?
I think
What?
that's...
Oh, you're talking about like in the gondola and stuff.
What are you talking?
What are you talking about?
The 2 dead bodies that we heard about,
Okay, yeah.
drained of blood.
Yeah, never mind.
But speaking of the... I think from speaking to our doll maker, I think that might be... I think we might be
Yeah, I think one is
close.
suitcase check.
Can I check what's happening? I open up the suitcase slightly, see what's going on with these little...
They're tap dancing.
Peel it back a little bit.
Sister.
As you peel it back a moment, reaching your hands into the suitcase and taking out the black velvet that's over it.
I would first feel through the black velvet, is it hot? Is it... And I would just look. I don't think I'm touching the torso or anything.
You can't tell if it's warm or if that's merely the sort of warmth of your body, sweaty hands.
But looking at it, if I pull away...
Yeah, you pull off the velvet and you see your chest. And then it's the chest. It looks normal.
Yeah, I think we just
Let's just go
keep
up.
moving.
Yeah.
We'll just keep going.
Go up.
Ascending.
Shotgun out.
Shotgun out. The steps
and
are
do we-
irregular.
Yes. I still have my fire
Katana
poker,
cane.
apparently.
Yo,
Steps.
I forgot to mention I've been walking around with a sick cane
True.
all day.
True.
Yeah.
Oh my god, imagine
Red
imagine
cane.
your
At the
ex
wedding?
showing
Or
up
at the
at your
bridal
wedding with a
wedding?
cane.
With a cane, yeah. I think it's red.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it's
red.
red.
Work!
As Step up the irregular steps, climbing and climbing high steps. As you can feel the exhaustion of it, the burning of your muscles. We're gonna go to a crossroads here.
Yeah, maybe when he said friends in the clock tower.
They
Maybe.
kill those licorice. Sorry.
Crossroads is, who does it hurt? All a little, vote all, or few a lot. Vote few.
Oh, is it gonna strike the tower again? It's the clouds are.
Oh,
Yeah.
during the storm, friends tell me an odd freak of lightning struck
Yeah.
the campanile
We're about to get zapped.
of the Palazzo Rezzonino.
It's such a
I
hard.
must go and see my old friends in the clock
Rezzoniano.
tower.
Friends in the clock tower. I'm thinking maybe the
Pale.
cultists meet in the clock tower too, or it could be in the
I see
statues.
that?
I think the
or-
automatons are like if they get struck by lightning, the electricity could get fucked up.
He's also a doll maker, and he's going to check on his friends,
Yeah,
the automatons.
but it did say that he was like he in the original letter. It said that he gave this to him because he was weeping and begging for help. His statue was broken, and I had no material to repair it. So it does seem like
But
Father Man.
but meant Rezziani.
Yeah,
Yeah, he-
Reggiani like loved these things for
Yeah,
sure.
and he fixed it with the leg.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I
that's
thought we're on
that's
the same
definitely what I think. But I'm not sure if he just did this for a friend who was obsessed with the automatons, or like the doll maker was obsessed. Like he's not. The
Do we
doll
know-
maker might not be calling the automatons his friends.
Wait, do we know about the automatons?
We do, yeah.
Well, I
The
assume-
doll maker
but I would
told us
assume
about
that the doll
automatons.
maker
That
made
they,
these.
they were in there.
So I'm sure
Well,
they
and
are
then
his
and then in
friends,
this
right?
it says like
Maybe. Yeah.
he was gonna go check on his friends, and then after he's like, oh my guy, like he died, and then I think the dates are such that like he would have gone to check on these automatons, and then like shortly after have written this note and stolen the leg.
Yeah.
True.
That note.
True. Yeah.
They voted all. You climb, and you climb, and you climb, and it seems to take forever. The strange stairs working your muscles in ways that are unfamiliar as you climb and you climb, losing your breath. By the time you've reached the third landing, the fourth landing, what began as a dull ache has now turned into a full cramp for each of you in your left legs. Directly behind the kneecap, you can feel this strange pain, this stretching of muscle and ligaments tearing.
Ew.
So you can feel that aching, throbbing behind your kneecap. Climbing and climbing, you ascend. And looking out through the windows past the gargoyles, you can see the darkness sweeping over the city now, and you can hear the of thunder overhead until you reach the top landing, where you can see above your heads, here at the top, are wooden slats across the ceiling and a ladder going up to a wooden trap door. The wooden trapdoor seems to have a small, very old, rusty lock on it.
Okay.
Well, it's not this one. And so I tried the other ones.
You go through all the different keys, make your way through them. Go ahead and make a luck roll with a bonus die.
Wait, we've got the keys.
I got a 1. I don't need the bonus.
Oh my
die.
god, that's super awesome.
Extreme
That's super
success.
awesome.
It unlocks.
That is. But on your first try, you find this little key, this little baby key that just you think it looks right and clicks and
Impressive.
gingerly take off this rusty lock.
I've got a thing for locksmiths.
You've got strong intuition.
Oh, that.
As you open the trap door, find yourself on the uppermost landing where there is a small, narrow set of stairs going up to a landing above. And following your way up there, what is the marching order right now?
I'd assume I'm in front because I opened it.
I would be next to Faye.
I'll be caboose, so I'm shooting a gun.
I'll go after them. Bing, bing,
Bing, bing, bing.
Great.
Bing, 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 bing.
Faye, you finally emerge into a cramped, domed chamber, almost the forgotten little sibling of the belfry that you were in before. This campanile that was beautiful and tourist friendly and everything up here is dangerous. In the dark, you can see that taller investigators are going to have to stoop underneath the vast cogs and machinery that are whirring overhead. And shorter investigators like yourself are going to have to stretch their legs, stepping, climbing over interlocking pinwheels and gears protruding from the floor, taut chains stretching from ceiling to floor. It is a maze of mechanical work in here, engineering, as the overwhelming sense is this metallic grinding. So you see this ancient clock still working after all those years by the grace of this strange machinery. And as you begin to step your way, climbing over this machinery and looking into this chamber, you can see the clock face, you can see a track, and on the track you see silhouetted tall figures in the dim light. Frozen, strange, metallic figures.
2?
You see 8.
8.
That's more. It's more than
That's
two.
that's freaky.
Everyone be careful. Vera, your hair and your dresses might get stuck, and don't let them suck you in.
Hike them up.
And I'll try to make my way through to get to the first automata, or first metal figure, and take a look.
Yeah. The dim light coming through the clock face here and the windows to either side. You can see the 2 large doors that open on the tracks so that the automatons can go out. And I will tell you what you see of these figures. You see one dressed up as a small boy, a young Italian lad in rustic garb. He is wielding a bow and arrow. You see one that is a young girl in rustic Italian garb, and she is in a position of dancing, her leg up in a twirl. You can see one in the cloak of this sort of cartoon assassin wielding this heavy club in his hands. You can see another man in traditional Italian military garb wielding a long sword. You can see that there is a tall lion on its hind legs with wings sprouting out of its back. You can see another man in traditional Turkish garb, a kaftan and a fez wielding a scimitar. You see a tall and winged angel wielding a trumpet, and another, a dark and hooded figure wielding a scythe.
No leg. Any legs on them that are looking particularly like a different material than the rest, or been
Left
painted
and
over?
weird, yeah.
As you get down close to these figures, in the dark, you can hear the rumbling outside. On closer inspection, the angel, the assassin, and this death-like figure all have robes. They have covered legs and are carved as solid pieces so that you would not imagine they would have legs. You can see that the lion has paws, and you can see that the Turkish man, the soldier, the rustic lad, and the rustic lass all have exposed painted legs.
Tricky.
Turkish man sounds.
It has to be the biggest one, right?
It's that, and it's Turkish, which is what exactly what the ZF car came from Turkey, but I don't know if that's what.
Yeah, I don't know though.
Go over to.
It also, the leg can grow and shrink.
True.
Do you know what I mean? Like with the
not about that. It fits to like where it is. Right.
I guess am I close enough that I can touch any of them?
Yeah, at this point you are in the machinery, down by the tracks where you can see the wheels that turn to move them. And getting down close, you are able to get in between them. It's tight. You're kind of ducking under their arms, holding these items, these weapons and such as you get down.
Touch each of their left legs.
Yeah.
See if I feel anything fuzzy.
So you reach down. Each of them are cold to the touch. Go ahead and make a spot hidden check for me.
I'm gonna push it.
How are you gonna push it?
I would just say.
Jack, I'm not pushing
We can
dodge.
look.
Yes.
We can look.
Yeah,
I'm
let
gonna-
somebody else try.
I'm gonna look for.
You're gonna fall
gonna dodge.
down.
He said.
My spot hidden is so good.
He said that he was weeping and saying his statue was broken, and I know that could just mean one of his statues, but I have a hunch that he liked this one particularly, whichever statue was broken, and could I tell if any of them are more polished than the others, that were taken better care of in the last couple of years?
You can make a spot hidden or an appraise check.
Yeah, I would love to make a spot hidden check, just check around
Yeah.
them too. It's okay.
That's a failure for me. I'm wondering if, as we do this investigation as well, it's a beautiful day.
Okay, I'm checking left leg too.
I'll check them. Yeah.
I'm wondering if lightning hits this tower, if they'll all be zapped and they'll strike. Everyone will strike.
Well, I hope not.
And I wonder if we should just destroy them all
Well, remember,
while they're still statues.
How?
think back. I'm just thinking about.
I've
I
got
mean,
a firebook.
and I know like it might be different, but I'm just thinking about that first place we went with the roses, and we were able to kind of just sneak out. Like I don't know. I don't know.
Yes.
I succeeded my spot hidden
I did
check.
too.
Success on spot hidden. Okay. Looking around, looking for something that is better made. You are getting close to these figures in order to check them.
Yeah.
Don't like you asking.
Getting onto the tracks as you kneel down by their strange, uncanny forms. Looking in with a successful spot hidden. All of you now, close to these figures. Two of you can see that there is thick dust on all of them in certain places where they don't move, particularly certain sort of nooks inside of them. But one is painted just a little different, with a little lighter coat of dust. The left leg of the soldier, you can see just a tinge off.
I'm gonna touch it.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna try to get a little handkerchief. Touch it.
Getting a handkerchief and starting to wipe on it. You feel a little bit of the paint on it just start to chip a little bit. Chipping a little more. You can see the material underneath. And what you see is a tessellating pattern of left leg within left leg within left leg on a perfect porcelain as you look at this. In that moment, there is a cracking sounds of thunder outside as
No, we can't destroy them. They're
you
metal.
begin to hear the sounds of deafening
Take 'em apart.
inside
Oh,
of
shit.
here. 15 minutes having passed, the bells in here begin to ring out to a horrific level of sound in here. All of you clutching your heads from the sounds of it as you are scratching off the paint of it. All of you being close to these figures on their track begin to hear the sounds of their mechanisms beginning
Get out
to
of the way,
pick
get out of the way.
up as, in this moment, they begin to turn.
Get out of the way.
And you begin to feel the wheels underneath your feet as all of you go ahead and make luck rolls, or just make rolls and tell me who has the 2 highest rolls.
97.
That's not good.
I think you want to be low. 70.
26.
84.
So them two.
Lady Vera and Bertha, in this moment, as the begin to turn,
You're at the one we want.
as they begin to turn and they begin to move, you feel yourselves caught, you feel your legs caught under their legs, and you feel yourselves begin to be dragged out as the doors open, as the bells continue to bong, bong, bong. You feel yourselves being dragged out onto this railingless veranda outside on the 5th floor of this tower. You are being dragged out in this moment. We're going to go to a crossroads if we can. It's going to be a blind crossroads for this moment.
My God.
Shit.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
But you guys have a lot of health.
Did we
yeah.
suffer any damage from the bell?
Oh, we're gonna hop
You're gonna
first.
have to talk to us.
We'll figure
Yeah,
that
talk
out.
about us later.
Sorry, I got distracted.
Fair enough.
It's actually hobbit fast. We're gonna fast like a hobbit.
Shoot. Well, we made some progress today.
We found the leg.
Yeah.
We found the
Like,
MFF
hello. We've been looking for that girl.
Yes.
For a while now.
I know, it's taken a lot of fun clues to get there. It hasn't just been like a 1-2 punch.
Venice. Venice took us for
And
a
we
wedding.
will always have Venice.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
The wedding added a lot.
Let's go to Duomo after
Venice
this.
really
Yeah,
rocked.
I need to go to Duomo.
Oh my God, we deserve a night at Duomo.
That's in a different
wonder if
city,
it's
right?
Yeah.
it's in Milan.
Take the train
We'll go
back.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a chain.
It's worth checking.
Yeah.
If there was a Jomo-esque situation here, your friend would know.
Yeah, that's true.
Giorgio.
Gerard.
Gasparetti. That dude.
He'd know.
Okay, I'm going to need the 2 of you
Giorgio.
in this moment to make dexterity rolls.
I succeed.
Oh no.
Fail. Okay. As the doors open in this moment, Lady Vera, you fall down onto your back and manage to squirm your way off of this track as this figure is going along the railing, and you manage to roll out of the way inside of the bell tower just before it departs and goes out on the veranda outside as Bert, you try to wrestle your left leg free from this figure as it slides around towards the veranda, and as you pull on it, you feel this twinge of pain in your leg, and you manage to hold on to the figure as it carries you out onto the balcony. The 4 of you, please make spot hidden rolls for me right now.
Success.
Hard success.
I have a hard success.
Success for all of you. Out of one door that is opened, Bert is being dragged out onto the veranda, out of the other door in this moment, as lightning cracks down outside the sky, flashing with light in this moment. As bells continue to ring, you look out the other door and you see a figure standing on the veranda. You can see a long dark coat and a black scarf drifting in the wind, and you can see a pale face and deep dark eyes staring in, and the eyes go wide like the eyes of a skeleton as it looks at you, and wind blows and it falls backward off of the veranda, falling as thunder cracks across the sky, falling out of view as Bert is being dragged out onto the veranda. We're gonna pick up here
No.
next time.
No.
Wait, what fell out of the sky? Sorry.
Nosferatu was literally just
Backwards.
and then he went like this.
What the fuck?
Wait,
Going to
so-
pick up
wait.
here
Can we just have some
next
clarity?
time. Absolutely. What's the clarity?
He was in the building with us.
He was
We didn't
on the
notice?
veranda
On the ledge.
outside of the door. He was on the ledge.
and we didn't see him like take the leg or anything.
He's just taunting us.
But he did seem surprised.
His eyes went wide, and he jumped.
Maybe he was gonna take the leg.
Or maybe he didn't
Or
expect
maybe
to see
he
us.
lives there. Maybe that is Marco. Maybe
his
that
home.
is Marco.
Girl.
Dog.
With that,
Marco Gramanci.
That was a session.
I'm writing it on a page. Marco Gramanci.
with
Marcos,
that,
I liked that bit.
thank you guys for sticking
He
with
is
us out
Nosferatu.
there. We love
Shit.
ya.
Love y'all
And
so much.
Wow.
Venice is
Thanks for sticking.
taking us down some mystery roads.
For real.
That might be
Yeah,
my
for real.
favorite episode yet.
Me too.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's great.
really fun.
The wedding, the gondola.
There's a lot of moving parts going on.
Not a lot of
Much like a clock tower.
For fucking Ratu.
yeah.
Yeah, Nosferatu.
Seriously.
Damn.
Love you guys.
All right.
Yeah.
See you
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yes, join us
Sunday.
Sunday for
Yay.
Oh my
for
God.
Hot Ones. It's gonna be so
St. Patrick's
silly
Day
and
Hot
awesome.
Ones.
Exactly.
Wow.
And join our Patreon for the module and to join in our Dreamland Express
Yes.
thing.
Yay.
Love it.